You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. Our coverage of today's game will start soon.
Welcome to Bowie Baysox Baseball. It's time now for the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show.
It's the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. We're ready to go from Prince George's Stadium, getting set for the fifth game in this six-game series between the Akron Rubber Ducks and your Bowie Baysox. Glad you're with us. Matt Sabatis and Adam Pohl with you from the ballpark in Bowie. And boy, oh boy, the stellar play continues for Bowie. Back-to-back walk-off winners. And what stellar pitching it's been throughout the set, Adam. 3 runs total over the last 3 games for the Baysox. It's been a great pitching series overall, as both Bowie and Akron have really held opposing bats quiet when you just take away the excessive offense from Game 1, that 20-6 affair. And today is scheduled to be a pretty good pitching series in its own right.
No doubt about it. We're going to see one of the top prospects in the Guardians organization in Daniel Espino, that is on the hill here today, making his third start. First-round draft choice, Panamanian pitcher, just 21 years old. And then, of course, Antonio Velez, who the Baysox got from a trade. Of course, the Orioles making the trade, sending Tanner Scott and Cole Sulser over. And in the end, Velez will go, making his third organizational start. But to your original point, now we'll see if this Bowie bullpen, which in the first week of the season was a bit maligned. I mean, they've been spectacular, have they not? Especially over the last 2 nights.
So the Rubber Ducks come in today, a 5-8 record, but a 4-game losing streak, 4 games back of Harrisburg in the Southwest Division standings, 4-6 over the last 10, and only 1-6 away from Canal Park. On the other hand, for the Baysox, game number 13 for Bowie, an 8-4 record, a 4-game winning streak. They are 1/2 game back of the first place Harrisburg Senators. Bowie is 8-2 over the last 10 and 5-2, playing in front of the home crowd here at Prince George's Stadium. As mentioned, your starting pitching matchup for tonight's game, Antonio Velez goes against Daniel Espino. Velez, his distance has really been the only thing for him right now. The 5th inning was a bit trouble in Binghamton, but when you look over his first 2 outings, the first 4 frames were fairly clean. Over each of them, you combine them, that's 8 total innings, he's only allowed 1 run. So those are reasonable numbers. It'll be interesting to see how he faces this Akron lineup because it's so lefty-heavy. Velez does not have a lot of numbers against lefties, so you can't really paint a picture out of the numbers, but conventional wisdom says that it might reasonably be a good day for Velez. And then on the other end, you've got Daniel Espino, the top pitching prospect in the Cleveland organization, number 2 overall per MLB Pipeline, but the top pitching prospect. And then he's also got a couple of other accolades among the top 100 prospects. Baseball America lists him as 66 in the minors, MLB Pipeline lists him as 53, and then Baseball America also lists him as having the best fastball and the best slider in the Cleveland organization. He led all of Cleveland's minor leaguers last year with 152 strikeouts in just 91 in 2/3 innings of work. That equates to nearly 15 strikeouts per 9 innings. Grayson Rodriguez-esque, if you want to call those strikeout numbers something to watch out for. So Bowie will need to be patient at the plate today.
They really will, and obviously we'll see. I mean, the Baysox, can they get that one big swing of the bat? They are one of the best home run hitting teams in this Eastern League with 18 home runs as a ball club, just 3 shy of the league leader in Richmond. I think it might take hitting a home run with a few men on to win tonight.
Well, Bowie did get a big home run last night, and it came from a player who has long been waiting for his first in the regular season. Gunnar Henderson, the young left-handed infielder for Bowie, had a laser beam to right field in the first inning of yesterday's game. It was 112 miles an hour off the bat, and it was a big monkey off the back at the same time. Gunnar is our guest upcoming on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. We'll step aside and chat with him when we return. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Well, it may be on Sunday, May 29th, but get ready for the Baysox first Catter Day at Prince George's Stadium. Everyone's heard of Bark in the Park, but now you can bring your kitty out for a relaxing afternoon of ball. And if you get here early enough, you can pick up a free Baysox Catter Day t-shirt, courtesy of the City of Bowie. You can get your tickets now for the first ever Catter Day at 301-464-4865 or at baysox.com.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the D.C. area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
We're back in on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show, joined now by Gunnar Henderson, and you came right up and knocked it out of the park last night. What were you sitting on for that first pitch rocket?
I mean, just earlier they've been throwing a lot of fastballs at the upper half of the strike zone, so I just felt like I was, the way his pitching arsenal tailored to that, I felt like there's a good chance that I get one early in the count, and luckily enough he threw me one and I was able to not miss it.
Was it a big relief to crack that first one of the new season?
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to be able to get that the first one out of the way. So, yeah, just go ahead and getting that off the plate, it felt really good.
Again, here with Gunnar Henderson on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. How have things been working for you in the cage? Anything you've been focusing on, or just taking it business as usual as we just finally get through finishing up our second week of the year?
Yeah, I mean, it's still really early in the season. I mean, we're, 11, 12 games in. So, I mean, even if there was something that I felt like needed to change, it wouldn't be necessary because, it's like I said, it's early and still getting your body used to playing every day. So, I feel really good in the box. Feel like I'm having really good ABs. So, just sticking to my plan and not getting away from it.
And there was a big conversation yesterday with a reporter that had come down about the pitch clock, and one of the things that I think got picked up quickly from the batting perspective was it really changes up how you need to approach being conditioned because you don't get as much time to step out and breathe in between pitches. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like for me, it's not as much of a bad thing because I get in there and I don't have more time to think about what I should do, what I might do. So I get in there and I don't have, like I said, don't have time to think. So I go in there and just stick to my plan, and honestly feels like it is actually helping me. So I don't know. I'm not opposed to it, but I'm sure there are some times when it's not going to be too fun. Speaking with Gunnar Henderson here, speaking with the team as a whole, how fun's it been to walk off twice in a row? I mean, you can't explain it. I mean, just being able to do it twice, even on back-to-back nights, that's really cool. And last night we had some more fans, so it was really cool to be able to hear them and being able to do that for them. Yeah. How about Dylan Harris, too, coming up from the Complex League, and he's really just filled that slot nicely? Yeah, I mean, I knew he was going to come up here and do exactly what he's doing because I've seen him play, and hate that he didn't get a break here, but he's making every bit of his opportunity here, and I'm really, really happy for him. One thing I do want to ask, getting drafted out of high school, what were some of the big changes that maybe took a little bit of an adjustment period? I don't want to say shocked specifically, but really took a while for you to pick up when it came from working with high school coaches and travel ball teams to jumping right into the professional ranks. Like, what were some of the changes coaching-wise and maybe analytics-wise? I mean, here they expect you, I mean, of course, coming from high school, they kind of guide you a little bit, but as you get in the system a little bit, they kind of expect you to know what you want to do and get your work in and prepare yourself, because ultimately when you get to the big leagues, they're not going to hand feed you over there. So, I mean, I felt like from the summers that I had going through all the circuit and stuff, that really helped me prepare, just seeing and being able to watch the games. And then I felt like also the biggest thing was the alt site for me, because I was able to be around guys that have been to the show and seeing how they operate each and every day. So I felt like that really helped me a lot to be able to prepare. Next series coming up will be down in Richmond at the Diamond. Such a quick turnaround to get back to a team that you guys have already faced this season. Is that going to be a big help going up against pitchers that you already saw to start the year? Yeah, I mean, you're a little bit more familiar with them, but also it was early, so stuff you've worked on is going to help you, and I'm sure that their stuff is going to be a little bit more honed in, so just have to really stick to our approaches and trust the work that we put in. All right, wrapping things up here with Gunnar Henderson. Before we close it, how's Lego Star Wars treating you? Well, right now I'm at a stalemate, but yeah, it's been really fun so far. What movie are you on? I'm on number 7, The Force Awakens now. Yeah. All right. Been working through it. All right. Thanks, Gunnar. Congrats again last night, and good luck tonight. Yes, sir. Thank you. Gunnar Henderson here on the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we walk through the lineup in depth, look around the Eastern League and the O's organization. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the DC area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
back into Prince George's Stadium. We get ready for a 6:35 first pitch tonight. Bowie and Akron, the Baysox, looking for a 5th consecutive win in this series, and what would be a incredibly 6th consecutive home win after they lost their first 2 of the year here at home. Let's take a look. There's some daytime baseball around the Eastern League today. We'll take a look around the circuit. One game ongoing right now. It's a wild one in Altoona, where New Hampshire scored 6 runs in the second inning. They were down 3-0 early. This ballgame was 6-5 after 2 innings. And right now, New Hampshire on the road, top of the 9th inning. They are leading the Altoona Curve by a score of 9-7. They're just underway in Hartford, Connecticut. Hartford hosting Somerset. And it's 2-0 Hartford. Each of those teams 7-6 on the year coming into today's play. Games already played today. 2 finals in the league. Portland holds off a late charge by Binghamton to win 4-3. Portland led 3-0 heading into the 4th inning of that game. But it's been a tough start to the year for Binghamton. They are now 4-9 on the year. And Richmond in a low-scoring tilt. They get 2 runs in the 7th, and it is enough. They win in Erie by a final score of 2-1. Ball games this evening. Of course, here we are in Bowie. Akron is in town for a 5th of 6, and Harrisburg is on the road in Reading. The Nationals affiliate have had a strong start to the year. They are 9-4. Reading has had a really tough start with a record of 3-10. Reading has allowed an Eastern League high 89 runs against in just 13 games. So I think that's more than 7 runs per game allowed, and you're not going to win many baseball games when you do that. So a quick look around the standings. It's kind of wild coming into today, but in the Northeast Division, 4 teams came into today with the same record, 7-6, leading the way: Hartford, New Hampshire, Portland, and Somerset. And in the Southwest Division, Harrisburg leads the Baysox by a half game. Erie's 2 out, along with Richmond. Altoona 3 back. Akron is 4 games out, entering today's play. Now we'll see who can win the first half and put themselves in the playoffs. Of course, we got a long ways, about 2 months to go. Baysox in their home weights today. They've taken the field. We'll take our final break. We return with starting lineups in tonight's first pitch right after this on the Baysox Baseball Network.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
It's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. Coverage of the 2022 Bowie Baysox season is brought to you by Chesapeake Employers Insurance, DCA Imaging Systems, On the Green
Patient First, Royal Farms, Smile Doctors, and ZY Pyrotechnics. And now, live from the ballpark, it's time for Bowie Baysox Baseball.
And it could not be a more beautiful night for baseball tonight. The Baysox trying to make it 5 wins in a row against Akron. Let's take a look quickly here at our starting lineups from both sides. Akron will lead it off with shortstop Jose Tena, followed by right fielder George Valera and second baseman Ryan Rokiel. The cleanup hitter, center fielder Will Brennan. Bo Naylor catches and hits fifth. It's Marcos Gonzalez, the DH, batting sixth. Michael Prees at first base, bats seventh for the Ducks. Julian Escobedo in left field hits eighth, and Daniel Schneeman at third base bats ninth against Bowie starter, the left-hander Antonio Velez. 7 of Akron's 9 will bat for the left side against the Bowie left-hander. For the Baysox, right fielder Hudson Haskin will lead it off, followed by third baseman Jordan Westberg and shortstop Gunnar Henderson. And the cleanup hitter at first, Andrew Dashbach. Center fielder Zach Watson hits fifth. It's Joey Ortiz at second base batting sixth. Dylan Harrison left bats seventh. Cody Roberts catches and hits eighth. And Maverick Hanley, the DH, bats ninth against Akron starter Daniel Espino. So for the Ducks, Tena will stand in, the shortstop, in for the left side against the left-hander Velez. And with the call, here's Matt Sabates.
Well, a small strip of shade splashes its way across the backside of the batting circle, but in the sun is Tena, and the first pitch home is a fastball misses down and away from Velez. 1-0 to get us started at 6:34 p.m. on a beautiful 70-degree sunny day here at Prince George's Stadium. 1-0 offering, slap foul left side. Count goes even and a ball and a strike on Tena. So far this season for Tena, a .239 average, 547 OPS, no homers, 2 runs driven in. He's only 3 for 17 in this series. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball misses down and away, and the count goes to 2-1 on Tena. Again, it's a lefty-heavy lineup for Akron. They've got a majority left-handed roster. Only one true right-hander will step to the plate today. The 2-1, swinging a high bouncing ball over towards second, but it's picked by the first baseman Dashbach. Underhands to Velez, running to first. The foot race is won by the pitcher. 3-1 putout gets us started here in the frame. Let's introduce you to the starting defense. From left to right in the outfield, you've got Dylan Harris, Zach Watson, and Hudson Haskin. Jordan Westberg is at third base. Gunnar Henderson at short. Joey Ortiz at second, and Andrew Dashbach at first. Cody Roberts catches behind the plate for Antonio Velez on the mound. Velez, a 6'1", 195-pound, 25-year-old lefty from Miami, Florida. Foots the rubber as George Valera steps into the box. Comes set, drops it down to the waist, winds and deals the first to the lefty Valera. It's a check swing, slider misses down and away. 1-0 to start. Velez came to the organization less than 2 weeks ago from Miami. Well, you could say less than 3 weeks ago. The timing is getting a little long, but he's still in his first month. 1-0 pitch popped up on the infield. Right side, Ortiz shading his eyes from the sun. He's called off by Gunnar Henderson, and Henderson is the one to make the play. That ball hung up a long time, but the out's recorded, and there's 2 gone here in the top of the first. Your umpiring crew for today's game, Edwin Jimenez is at third base. He's the crew chief. Tom O'Neill is at first. He's a substitute umpire for the remainder of this series. And Jen Powell calls the balls and strikes behind home plate. Switch hitter Brian Rocchio digs in, checks his swing on the first offering. It's a curveball called for strike on the inside edge. 0-1 to start. Velez makes his third appearance as an Orioles farmhand. Last one he gave up 5 earned in 4 2/3. Here's the 0-1, swinging strike. Another breaking ball, this time a bit down, and it's 0-2. But 4 of those 5 runs came across in the 5th inning. He was clean, more or less, through the first 4, and Bowie gave him some offense to boot. The 0-2, broken bat and nub over to the third base side. Picked on the run in the infield, grasped by Westberg. Throw to Dashbach is high, but it's in time. A beauty of a 5-3 put out to end the frame. And as we go to the bottom of the first at Prince George's Stadium, Akron 0, Bowie coming on up. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
From bug bites to burns, fevers to flu, and bruises to broken bones, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
It's not baseball season without fireworks, and you can always count on the biggest and best at Prince George's Stadium. There's no better way to cap off a fun evening at the ballpark than a spectacular fireworks show. And the Baysox have got you covered this season with 16 different shows to choose from. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com. There's plenty to catch in the month of May with fireworks every home Saturday. Hope to see you there.
First, coming up here at Prince George's Stadium, Bowie and Akron as the Baysox try to make it 5 in a row to start this series. As Daniel Espino warms on the mound for the Rubber Ducks, let's introduce you to the starting lineup for the Baysox that he'll face. Leading off in right field, you've got Hudson Haskin, followed by Jordan Westberg at third base, batting second. Gunnar Henderson, the shortstop, bats third. Andrew Dashbach at first, bats fourth. Zach Watson in center field, bats fifth. Joey Ortiz at second base, bats sixth. Dylan Harris is in left field batting seventh. Cody Roberts, the catcher, bats eighth. And Maverick Hanley rounds out the lineup. The designated hitter bats ninth. The Baysox are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles, managed by Kyle Moore, assisted by Brandon Becker, Josh Conway, Tim DeJohn, Billy Facto, and Will Kelly is the athletic trainer. One more time, that lineup for Bowie: Haskin, Westberg, Henderson, Dashbach, Watson, Ortiz, Harris, Roberts, Hanley, all to face Daniel Espino on the mound. Second consecutive game that Hudson Haskin is leading off for the Baysox. Adam Hall is missing his third game of the season, and as I understand, it's just a part of a stomach bug at worst that's going around the Baysox clubhouse. Nothing more serious than that, but Hall has been taking a couple of days off to rest and recuperate. He was around, hit the cage today, but he's just going to get one more days of rest. We could see him tomorrow. If not, he'll be back for Richmond. First pitch on its way home to Hudson Haskin is a fastball. Screams across the middle of the zone for a called strike. It's 0-1. 438 average for Haskin, but it has been dipping as he's on a 2-game hitless streak. First time all season he's gone without in consecutive games. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a pop-up behind home plate and foul, coming our direction. That one will touch down on a seat back and bounce back into the lower bowl seating area. 0-2. Haskin, though, still leads the team with his 1392 OPS, 3 doubles, 4 home runs, tied for the team's lead with Westberg, and 11 RBIs, does lead the team. Espino, the right-hander, kicks and deals in 0-2. It's called strike 3 on the outside half, a 99-mile-an-hour fireball. Haskin is down on strikes, and that's how things are going here in the bottom of the first inning. Defensive alignment for Akron from left to right in the outfield. You've got Julian Escobedo, followed by Will Brennan and George Valera. Daniel Schneeman is at third base. Jose Tena at short. Brian Arocchio at second. Mike Capriz at first, and Bo Naylor catches behind the plate for Daniel Espino on the mound. Espino rocks and deals the first to Jordan Westberg. It's a check swing. 99-mile-an-hour fastball called for strike on the lower outside corner. It stands to reason why he's the top pitching prospect in the Cleveland organization when he's got power like that. Espino, a 6'2", 225-pound, 21-year-old right-hander, fires the next, and it's a swinging strike on a change. Down low as Westbrook chases, and it's 0-2. 5 pitches, 5 strikes so far for Espino to start. Bases empty, nobody out here in a scoreless bottom of the first. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swinging a foul right side. Westberg stays alive for it, and the count holds. Espino comes in as the number 2 overall prospect in the Guardians organization and the 66th ranked prospect in minor league baseball per Baseball America. He's also listed as having the best fastball and best slider in the system. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3, triple digits. 100 miles an hour outside as Westberg goes chasing. Espino, back-to-back punch-outs to start the day. Rubber Ducks in their all-gray road jerseys, rubber-style Akron on the front side, black hat. Baysox in their all-white home jerseys and pants, the cursive black Baysox on the front side. In steps Gunnar Henderson, 275 average this season and 861 OPS with 3 doubles, a homer, 9 runs driven in. First pitch. Called a strike, back to the triple digits on the upper outside corner at 100 even. 0-1 to start on Gunnar. Henderson hit triple digits himself with his first home run of the year last night, 112 miles an hour, the 0-1. Called a strike on the inside half, the change that time, and the count 0-2. Our friends at On the Verge did a little bit of the research for us and found out that would have tied any of the hardest hit balls by Orioles major leaguers this season. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Change up high, and Espino uses 12 pitches to strike out the side in the first inning. An excellent start for the top pitching prospect in the Cleveland organization. As we go to the bottom or the top of the second here at Prince George's Stadium, Bowie and Akron are scoreless. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Hey Baysox fans, if you've got a teacher or educator in your life that's meant a lot to you, or if you're one yourself, then you don't want to miss out on the Baysox Educator Appreciation Week from Tuesday, June 28th to Friday, July 1st. Teachers and educators who show a school ID at the Baysox ticket office will get 2 free tickets to a game of their choice between those days, all sponsored by Educational Systems Federal Credit Union. Again, it's Educator Appreciation Week at Prince George's Stadium, Tuesday, June 28th to Friday, July 1st.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
Prince George's Stadium, a scoreless game as each starting pitcher put together about as clean of a first as you could have asked for. Antonio Velez winds and deals the first here to Will Brennan. It's called a strike on a curveball, 0-1 to start. Velez used 9 pitches for a perfect first. He grooved 2 groundouts and a pop-out. Daniel Espino used 10 pitches for a perfect first. The next one here is bounced foul first base side, the count 0-2. Espino fired all strikes and struck out the side. It was astonishing to see. 0-2 the count here on Brennan, though, who's batting .390 this season, best average for the Ducks. Next offering is a hanging curve in there for strike 3. Velez drops the hammer for his first punch out of the day. A beauty to get us started here in the second inning. Only 74 miles an hour, and it just tattooed the lower inside corner of the zone. Here's Bo Naylor. .212 average this season, a .636 OPS, no homers, 3 runs driven in. First pitch home, misses down and away. The count opens up at 1-0. This next pitch popped up, driven right to the shortstop as Henderson picks it. And there's 2 gone.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, number 2, Marcos Gonzalez.
Here's Marcos Gonzalez as Velez has started 5 up, 5 down to open his day. First pitch home to the right-hander Gonzalez is called a strike on the inner edge. It's 0-1 to start. Gonzalez, only appearing in his 7th game this year, is just 5 for 14. But he had a home run last night. The 0-1 is driven high and deep out to right field, but not that deep. Hudson Haskin has no issue ranging over to his right side, and he brings it down. Another quick and efficient frame for Antonio Velez. He only is up to 17 pitches, so What is that, an 8-pitch inning? Good work. We're on to the bottom of the second, a scoreless game. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Baysox Youth Baseball camps are back in 2022, and registration is open now. 3 sessions this summer led by Orioles Hall of Famer and former Rookie of the Year Al Bumbry, along with former Baysox outfielder Stephen Bumbry. Kids will take part in in-depth on-field instruction and go head-to-head in camp-wide games at Prince George's Stadium. All campers get a free Baysox hat and a ticket to a Baysox game of their choice. Space is limited, so head to BaysoxShop.com and reserve your spot at a Baysox Youth Baseball camp today.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
We're on to the bottom of the second here at Prince George's Stadium. A scoreless game, and each side without a base runner so far. We knew this series was going to be predicated with pitching, and boy, has this game really just led to the culmination of it all. 9 down total from each side.
Yeah, Velez has thrown 16 pitches, gotten 6 outs, and Espino just blew the Baysox away with 10 pitches. All strikes there in the first.
Andrew Dashbach will lead it off. Right-hander on right-hander here in the second. First pitch. Breaking ball called for strike in the lower inside corner. Nothing in one. So 11 pitches so far for Daniel Espino. All of them have been in the zone or at the very least fouled off. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Another breaking ball down. No 2 count on Dashbach, who leads the team in strikeouts with 23 at the plate. Espino came into today 16 in just 8 2/3 innings over his first 2 starts of the year. Has the sign he likes from Bo Naylor. Rocks and deals the 0-2. It's checked on and called strike 3 anyway. Got him with that slider on the lower outside corner. 4 consecutive strikeouts. I think we're witnessing the start of a very good day for Daniel Espino.
Yeah, when you throw 97 to 100, you know, it's hard against that hard slider. The slider, like we saw from Mike Bauman a few years ago, is right around 90 miles an hour. Grayson Rodriguez is in that same realm. It's tough when you're throwing a 90-mile-an-hour slider, and Dashbach chased that second one out of the zone.
Well, as mentioned, Baseball America lists him as having the best fastball and best slider in the Guardian system. Here's Zach Watson in the first pitch, called a ball today from Daniel Espino. And on the TrackMan readout, they say it was in the zone. 99 miles an hour, but just barely missed. It's 1-0 to start. Next offering. That one fouled off, in on the hands and back to the screen. The count evens. Watson on the season batting 194. He scored the game's winning run last night, going from first all the way to home on a single and an error. Dylan Harris had the single. Julian Escobedo in left had the error. 1-1 the count. Pitch home. Called a strike on the outside edge. 99 on the gun there for Espino, and the count 1-2. Watson only 2 for 10 in this series. He struck out 3 times, walked once. 528 OPS on the season with a double and a triple. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Check swing, pitch misses away, but that one hits triple digits. The count evens on the 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Bases empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning, a scoreless game. Pitch home from Espino. Swing and a miss, went chasing on the breaking ball. The slider again down and away. 5 consecutive strikeouts for Daniel Espino to open the night. Outstanding numbers for the 21-year-old right-hander from Panama City. First round selection by the Guardians organization back in 2019. He was 24th overall. Here's the first pitch to Joey Ortiz, a big swinging strike. He was expecting the fastball, didn't get it. That pitch a bit down and in. Ortiz only batting 186 this season, a 536 OPS, but 3 doubles and a triple. Struck out 15 times to 3 walks. The 0-1 misses away. The 99-mile-an-hour fastball is too wide. And the count evens at 1. Tight pitching for each of these last 2 games. 1-run margin in each of the last 2. The 1-1. Check swing, called a strike anyway. Hits home in the bottom half of the zone, and the count 1-2. Walk-off winner last night, 2-1. Walk-off winner 2 nights ago, 3-2 in extras. But the Baysox pitching shined on Wednesday, the 5-0 shutout, their first of the season. And, of course, Akron pitching was nowhere to be found in Game 1, 20-6. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 99 on the gun to the right side of the zone. And Espino strikes out the first 6 batters of the game. We go to the 3rd here at Prince George's Stadium. We're in the midst of a good one. Scoreless between Bowie and Akron. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Stadium. What looks to be a fun one. 6 up, 6 down for both sides, and as we get ready for Antonio Velez to pick it back up, we hand it off to Adam Pohl.
Well, thank you so much there, Matt. My goodness, what a pitching start as Velez will now deliver to Mike Capriz, and he swings away first pitch, and there's a high foul up and out of play to the left side, and the count is 0-1. Well, Velez threw just 16 pitches, on average 8 an inning the first 2 innings through, as he delivers. And a fastball grounded up the middle, of base hit towards right center. Haskin will play it in towards second, and Prees with a base hit here leading off the 3rd inning, just his 3rd hit of this 5-game series so far. And now the left fielder, Julian Escobedo, will come here to the plate. Well, Velez, my left-hander. I was talking about some of the accolades of Espino from Baseball America. As a throw to first, he gets away just narrowly, maybe by about 5 feet from Dashbach, but he's able to run it down and keep Prees at first base on a quick throw over. Velez was in the Marlins organization a year ago, and he had some high accolades as well, as showing bunt and laying it down. Escobedo charging at third, Westbrook gloving, throwing to first for the out. Dashbach fighting the sun. Looks like he had the sunglasses on. They get the out 5-3. It's a sacrifice. Up to second, Prees, who is the game's first base runner. And we're here in the top of the third inning. And he's in scoring position with one down. And here is the 9-hole hitter and another left-handed batter, and Daniel Schneemann. Velez was named the best pitcher as far as control and having the best changeup in the Marlins organization. As he took his hat off, and the card that tells him kind of how they're going to go after hitters, the scouting card fell out of it. As he looks in for the sign from his catcher Roberts, sets to the belt, looks to second, and Velez comes home with it. And the first pitch is an off-speed pitch that fades down and away. Ball one to the left-handed hitting Schneemann. Well, Velez is a pitcher. Now, fastball's not going to be in the mid to upper 90s, but he's got a great feel for pitching. 1-0 coming. Swinging a soft chopper right side. Charging Ortiz, clipping the second baseman, and he throws out Schneemann, who was really hustling down the line. In fact, his helmet fell off as he ran through the first base bag. The throw in time, and there's 2 down in the inning. And Pre's up to third, and now back to the top of the order. Here's the left-handed hitting Jose Tena. Velez, in many ways, has similar stuff to the pitcher that's been the Orioles' best as a starter this year. As a breaking ball's off the outside, ball one. And that would be none other than Bruce Zimmerman, who had another outstanding start last night in Anaheim, California. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball right side. One hopper gleaming to his left. Ortiz. A short throw to first in time. And the leadoff single in the inning is left stranded at third. So we're 2.5 innings in. No score. Akron and Bowie on the Baysox Baseball Network.
Most people don't know what a steam fitter is. More importantly, what we do and how much it impacts you. Just take a moment to think about what your world would look like if you didn't have the ability to generate electricity, to have heating or air conditioning, microchip production, internet service, web-based storage, cellular service, and frozen or refrigerated produce. Could you imagine? And these are just some of the things that we impact. Please visit steamfitters-602.org and let's talk about how we can bring value to you.
Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
It's a very special day at Prince George's Stadium on Saturday, June 18th that you don't want to miss. The Roberto Clemente and Latin Baseball Celebration sponsored by Chesapeake Employers Insurance. Fans that get to the game will have a chance to bid on game-worn Baysox jerseys, with all proceeds going to benefit the Clemente Foundation. Again, don't miss out on your chance to own a piece of Baysox history on Saturday, June 18th with the Roberto Clemente and Latin Baseball Celebration, and you can get your tickets now at baysox.com.
We'll be back at the Prince George's Stadium. No score. We head to the bottom of the third inning. And here is Dylan Harris, the left-handed hitting left fielder. Against this electric righty in Espino, who struck out 6 in a row to start his night. Third baseman Schneemann playing in a bit. The pitch. Fastball up and in, ball one to Harris. I'm telling you, Dylan Harris joining a hot hitting club and making it even a little bit hotter. Pitch, and it's down and away in the count 2-0. He's played 3 games with Bowie. He's got 3 hits in 2 of them. Last night of the game-winning double, 7 for 12 is Harris in his short tenure here at the Double-A level. 2-0 coming, and he takes a fastball strike of the inside at 96 miles an hour. And the count is 2-1. Harris, Roberts, and Hanley for the Baysox in this third inning. No score on a beautiful night at Prince George's Stadium. Pitch Now a fastball on the outside corner, a borderline pitch, and the count is now 2-2. Harris coming to Bowie when Toby Welk went on the injured list after suffering an injury last week in Binghamton. As a swing and a miss on a hard breaking ball into the dirt, the catcher Naylor's going to throw to first, and he does so. And that is now 7 strikeouts in a row to open the night for Espino.
The catcher, number 15, Cody Roberts.
Well, Matt was talking about a little bit earlier in the broadcast that the shadows were just behind the plate when the game started. They are now encompassing and engulfing the majority of the infield. Both Espino, the pitcher, and Roberts, the hitter, are in the shadows. As here's the wind and the pitch, and a fastball, called the strike. Right there at the knees, they count 0-1 here to Roberts. Bowie has not hit a fair ball in the game. Incredible from Espino. As this pitch is well down and away. Looked like a hard slider. And the count evens at 1-1 here to Roberts, who didn't play more than 23 games with any team last year. How about that? He was bouncing around the Orioles system everywhere. Pitch, and it's well off the outside. A fastball, ball 2. But Roberts, who had maybe the biggest hit of the year in Bowie, helping send the Baysox to the playoffs with a walk-off base hit, or a bottom of the 8th inning game winning hit in the last game of the year, is here. And he takes a breaking ball strike, and the count is 2-2. Roberts has caught at some point in every game in this series. The wide and the 2-2 pitch to Roberts. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 3 looking. That's 8 strikeouts in a row, and that pitch was a bit off the outside, but Espino got the call, and here's the 9-hole hitter, Maverick Hanley. Now, this is a remarkable performance out of the gate by Espino, the 21-year-old Panamanian right-hander whose family actually moved to the United States in the state of Georgia at the age of 15. As he throws, and Hanley takes off the outside, ball 1. He emerged as a top prep pitcher, and out of high school was the first-round pick of Cleveland, 24th overall in the 2019 draft. Now rated number 1 in their system. As a breaking ball just missed, a little bit up and in, and it's 2-0. Now, this Panamanian right-hander says his all-time hero is another Panamanian right-hander you may have heard of before, Mariano Rivera. As a swing and a miss to a fastball from Hanley was near the outside corner, and the count is 2-1. Mariano Rivera, of course, the Hall of Fame Yankee closer. 2-1 coming. And a ball lifted on the line. Good cut by Hanley. Right back to the screen. It's 2-2. And Espino said he really wants to mimic the emotional control, the calm demeanor of a Mariano Rivera, whether you're going good or bad on the hill. That is a good trait to exhibit. He delivers. And a fastball. It's a cold strike 3. And the Baysox are arguing. They thought the last 2 were off the outside, but Espino has done something that you almost never see. He's faced 9 batters, and he has struck them all out. And we go to the 4th inning, no score. Bowie and Akron on the Baysox Baseball Network.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to Baysox.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork.
To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional, organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Welcome back to Prince George's Stadium. We're scoreless. A pitcher's duel through 3 innings today. Antonio Velez has thrown 23 pitches to get 9 outs in the game. He's faced 10 batters. That's right around 2 pitches a batter. Here's George Valera. Open stance on the left side, the pitch, and he swings and lines one to center. Watson back into his right, long run, and it's over his head. It one hops the wall. He'll play it with one hand. He'll fire it in. And Valera has led off the 4th inning. First pitch swinging with a double. And now we'll see the switch hitting 3-hole hitter in Brian Rocchio. A rare right-hander in the slider. Rocchio's had a tough series, though, 2 for 17 in the series. In fact, Valera there got his 5th hit of the series with that swing, and that is the most for any Akron batter in the series. Here's the pitch. Rocchio lays down a bunt, but he lays it down foul, right behind the plate, and the count 0-1. It really has been a juxtaposition between these two clubs this year. I mean, Akron seems to always have an outstanding pitching staff, but their offense has really struggled here this year. In 13 games, the Ducks have scored 42 runs. Last in the Eastern League, that's 3.2 runs per game. And they've lost 2 low-scoring games in a row in this series after giving up high run totals the first 2. As there's a swing and a fly ball to shallow right. Haskin is under it waiting. Back to tag Valera, the catch made. Valera for third. Here comes a throw, and sliding in safely headlong is Valera. No good base running. You had to wonder if that was going to be deep enough or not. But it was. Valera was back to the back well in time in which to tag. And now in this scoreless game in the 4th, the runner's at third. There's one man down, and here's Will Brennan as Bowie will bring the infield all the way in. The Baysox on the other end have scored 78 runs in one less game. As here's the pitch to Brennan, and he takes a cutting delivery off the outside. Looked like a slider with a count 1-0. The Bowie is averaging 6.5 runs per game, and that is the highest total in this Eastern League. 1-0 coming. Swing and a line drive near the line and right, but foul as it heads beyond the Baysox bullpen area, and they count 1-1. Brennan, though, has been Akron's best hitter this year at .381 the batting average coming into today, and .941 OPS. He's got 10 runs driven in. Infield in, runner at third, the pitch. And a lifted foul out of play left side into the sweet level. And that counts 1-2 as Velez went after him with a fastball. Akron got a runner to third in the 3rd with 2 down, but could not bring him around to score. Now he's there with 1 down, a runner. Here's the pitch. Swinging a lifted fly near the line and left. Harris a long run over. He'll make the catch. Tagging in front of plate. What a throw by Harris. Here it comes. It's there, and they got him. Oh, my. Absolutely incredible. With his momentum taking him towards the line. Somehow, some way, Harris makes the throw. And Roberts puts a tag on Valera. The inning is over. One of the best throws you'll ever see. We head to the last of the 4th. No score. Bowie and Akron on the Baysox Baseball Network.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Be sure to get to the ballpark on Friday, June 17th for a jam-packed night of promotions and fun at Prince George's Stadium. It all starts with fireworks presented by DCA Imaging Systems. It's our mother and son night out with special ticket packages available at BaysoxShop.com. And most importantly, it's the Scouts BSA Campout. When you purchase a special ticket, you and your scout can camp out in the outfield at Prince George's Stadium after the game. It all happens on Friday, June 17th, so find out more and get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
That was an absolutely electric moment. Dylan Harris. They might have to start building the statue outside of Prince George's Stadium for that just remarkable start that he has had here. Here's another guy that's had a remarkable start. Hudson Haskin. Tall right-handed hitter, third baseman Schneeman is in as Espino delivers. And a swing and a lift on a line back of the screen. Strike one. Bowie's still looking for their first fair ball against this incredible right-hander Espino, who has struck out 9 consecutive batters to open the game. The count 0-1. The slow wind and the pitch. And a check swing and a pitch in the dirt. The appeal. And he did go strike two. Now Haskin is leading the league in OPS in just about, well, in many categories still. He's had one of the great opening week or two for a Baysox player really in franchise history. Came into today hitting better than .420 pitch and a fastball up high. And they count 1-2. Really reminded me a lot of 5 years ago, the Baysox had a young outfielder named Cedric Mullins, and he had 16 hits in the opening week of the year. Pitch, and Haskins swings through an off-speed pitch, strike three. I've never seen anything like this before. I mean, that is 10 strikeouts in a row to open the game for Espino. And this is one for the record books here. We have not seen much offense, but it has been an electrifying start to this game in many different ways. As here is Westberg. You know he wants to put it into this. As Espino throws, and Westberg swings through an off-speed pitch on the inside, strike one. I don't know if there's a more competitive player for the Baysox than Westberg. He really plays with quite a fire. The infield playing to pull the pitch, and a slider strike on the outside. It's 0-2. No score. Bottom of the fourth inning, Bowie and Akron. Gunnar Henderson on deck. They shade to pull against the right-handed hitting Westberg. The pitch, and he swings through a fastball away. Strike three. And it's like the Baysox are swinging at a shadow right now. That is now 11 strikeouts in a row to open the game for Espino. Unbelievable. We are seeing a pitching performance in the Eastern League for the ages right now from the hard-throwing Espino. And here's Gunnar Henderson. The wide and the pitch. And a breaking ball hit deep to right field. Valera back looking up. It is gone. The first fair ball the Baysox hit is a home run. Deep to right field. Henderson has gone deep in consecutive games, and the Baysox have a 1-0 lead. How about that? And Akron, 12 batters in, is still not needed a defensive fielder other than a catcher. How do you strike out the first 11 guys and trail? Well, that's where we are. Here's Andrew Dashbach, the pitch. Got a fastball on the outer half, strike one. When you go to the ballpark, you're going to see something different and unique almost every time. As a breaking ball stays up and in. And the count 1-1 to Dashbach. Dashbach, a very patient hitter. He's got 7 walks in his last 5 games entering tonight. As Espino delivers. And this one's in the dirt. And the count is 2-1. It's so important for power hitters like Dashbach to have a great eye at the plate, because you've got to force pitchers to pitch in the zone to beat you. 2-1 coming. Fastball, and he swings through it on a heater down. And the count 2-2. If you force pitchers to throw it over the plate, you're going to do a lot more damage. You're going to get into hitters' counts. And unfortunately, Dashbach chased one there. 2-2 coming. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 3. And it is 12 strikeouts in 4 innings for Espino. So he has struck out everybody but one. And somehow the Baysox are winning this game. A Gunnar Henderson home run has Bowie in front. 1-0 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
If you're working in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area as a pipe fitter, pipe welder, or HVAC service technician, and you're interested in a better life, a better means to provide for yourself and your family, a way to make sure that you're earning the highest wages and the best benefits in our industry, visit our website at steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org, and let's talk about what we can do to help change your life.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
Hey, coffee lovers. Know where you'll find the world's freshest cup of coffee? Right here at Royal Farms. Because with our new brewing system, it takes less than a minute to go from selecting the kind of coffee you want to this. Ah, the freshest, most flavorful cup of coffee you can buy is at Royal Farms. So try one. It'll be love at first sip, because it's the freshest coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast, Royal Farms.
We welcome you back to Prince George's Stadium. The Baysox have a 1-0 lead. You know, you look at the scoreboard and you feel like nothing is happening, but you watch this game and you feel like everything is happening in this one. Does that make sense?
It does.
We now welcome back for the Cole Matt Sabatis 1-0 Bowie in the 5th inning.
Well, this game has gone just about as fast as some of Daniel Espino's fastballs so far. 1-0 Bowie leads, and the first pitch ripped up the right field line, a base hit. Bo Naylor should be able to turn the corner and go to second as it's dug out by Hudson Haskin. He has a tough time barehanding it. Naylor rounds second, heads to third. The throw comes in just late. He's in safely with a leadoff triple, his second of the season for the slim catcher from Akron. That's a good start for the Rubber Ducks if they want to try and tie this game. It's their 3rd base hit overall, their 2nd of the extra base variety. And that one was a little toughy. The way it just kind of ricocheted off the fencing there in the right field corner made it a very difficult one for Haskin to peel around and pull down. Whatever the case, it's a tying run at 3rd, and the infield plays in for Marcos Gonzalez. First pitch Called a strike, breaking ball on the inner half, 0-1 to start. Gonzalez flew out to right field back in the second inning. After Gonzalez, it's Mike Capriz. Again, 1-0 Bowie leads. Next pitch, swinging a broken bat number over toward third. Runner can't advance. Westberg picks and fires to first. 5-3 put out, and there's one gone here in the fifth. What an incredible game this has been so far. The Baysox went down 11 in a row to start, all by strikeout. This is going to be an outing to remember, not only for Akron, not only for Daniel Espino, but just about everyone that's in the ballpark at the moment. They will be able to say, if they've been paying attention, because there is a lot going on, it's a lot of fun, as the first pitch to Mike Capriz is bounced to the right side and past the diving glove of the pinched-in Andrew Dashbach. Into right, a base hit, run scores, throw to second, comes in on time, and they got him! Breeze thrown out trying to stretch the single into a double. The game is tied on the RBI base hit, but the second outfield assist of the game comes from Hudson Haskin. It goes 9-4, and there's two gone here in the frame.
Yeah, how big is that? I mean, in a game, in a series in which runs have been tough to come by of late, when you get outs in the base paths, it can be the difference in a win or a loss.
But now we're tied at 1, and with 2 outs, in steps Julian Escobedo. First pitch up and in. Watch out on the ear flap there. 1-0 to start. Escobedo, he's had a very slow start to the season. He laid down a bunt back in the third inning to advance a runner, but it didn't do much. Mike Capriz got to third and was left stranded. Here's the 1-0. Popped up foul, third base side. This one will get out. Hits off of a seat back, and the count goes even. The ball on a strike here. A 1-1 ball game at Prince George's Stadium. The pitch home from Velez is a swinging strike on a curveball that just ducks out under the zone. 1-2 here on Escobedo. He's only 2 for 13 in this series, but does have a run driven in, and he's drawn 3 walks. The 1-2 pitch. Check swing, he went around, pitch in the dirt. Roberts picks the ball, applies the tag, and the inning is over. Only the second strikeout for Antonio Velez, so he's got to pick up 10 more pretty soon to catch up with Daniel Espino. But it's been an excellent start for Velez, matching what looks to be a future star of the Cleveland Guardians. As we go to the bottom of the fifth, we're halfway home at Prince George's Stadium. Bowie and Akron tied at 1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Come celebrate Mother's Day with the Baysox on Sunday, May 8th as they take on the Washington Nationals affiliate, the Harrisburg Senators. Have a lovely afternoon with Mom at the ballpark and cap it off by having a catch in the outfield after the game. It's a 1:05 first pitch for Mother's Day at Prince George's Stadium, and special ticket packages are available but limited, so get yours now at 301-464-4865 or at baysox.com.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the D.C. area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
Stadium, a 1-1 tie. Bowie and Akron have been just rocking with stellar pitching performances this evening. Antonio Velez has needed only 38 pitches for 5 innings of 1-run ball with 3 hits and 2 strikeouts. Daniel Espino has needed 50 to strike out 12 batters. Here's Zach Watson. First pitch popped foul behind home plate and out of play. 0-1 to start. Every single batter in the lineup has struck out. 3 of them have done it twice. Gunnar Henderson, the only base runner, hit another laser beam home run in the 4th. It was a solo shot to right field. Here's the 0-1 from Espino. Misses high, only 97 on the gun. The previous pitch that Watson just fouled off was only 96, so it is dipping a tad. The count evens at 1.
No Akron fielder other than the catcher has touched the ball.
That's incredible. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a piece, 86 miles an hour on the change. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes on Watson. Well, they have touched the ball on the throw around after each strikeout, I suppose, but not a ball in play. That's a modifier that definitely does tell you the story of today's game, especially now that we're here in the 5th inning. Bases empty, nobody out. Bottom of the 5th of a 1-1 game. The 1-2 pitch to Watson is down and away. The fastball hits up to 98. But after the first 2 innings, the placement on the zone hasn't been as accurate for Espino, while the velocity has now dipped about a mile or 2. Remember, he got up to around 11 pitches in the triple digits over those first 2 innings. But he's still working extremely well. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 13 for Daniel Espino. As you'd imagine, this is getting close to his career high. But one of the top prospects and the top overall pitching prospect in the Guardians organization, this is kind of in line for him. This is the 2nd time in his career he struck out 13 batters in a game. He did it once last year on June 30th, back when he was pitching with Low A Lynchburg, I believe. No, it was High A Lake County at that point. First pitch to Joey Ortiz is a swinging strike, and the count starts out at 0-1. Ortiz went down swinging to end the 2nd inning. He comes up here with bases empty and 1 out. The 0-1 pitch ripped up the third base line, but just foul to the left side of the base, barely, by inches. When it skipped off the dirt into the air, it was fair, but when it just got past the bag, it was barely to the left side. That one was a breaking ball inside, and Ortiz took it on the hands, gave it the best he could. But now it's 0-2. Espino looks for number 14. The pitch home. Swinging a piece, top half of the wood and back to the screen. That one got back up on the gun, 99 miles an hour. Shade has taken over here at Prince George's Stadium. Lights on, but still plenty of sunlight as we head toward the dusk hour. Another 0-2 pitch from Espino. Curveball hangs in for called strike 3. That was a beautiful hammer, dropped down on Ortiz, got it on the bottom half of the zone, and it's a career high, 14 strikeouts for Daniel Espino. The Baysox struck out 17 times on Wednesday, but of course that was through a hearty mix of pitchers for the Rubber Ducks. This 14 is all from 1. Here's Dylan Harris. First pitch, lefty, watches changeup miss down and in. Count opens up at 1-0. Here's the next. Harris, that one bounces in. Looked like a bit of a misstep there with his planting foot, and Espino didn't get full grip or range of motion on it. Count goes to 2-0. Harris struck out swinging to open the 3rd inning. As the next pitch comes in. Swing and a rip up the right field line, in for a base hit. Toward the corner and bounces off the wall. Harris rounds first, heads to second. Valera bare hands and fires it on in as Harris trots in standing with his 3rd double and his 8th hit in just his 14th double-A at bat. 101 miles an hour off of the bat for Harris. 97 miles an hour on the fastball from Espino. And the Baysox have the go-ahead run in scoring position with 2 away here in the 5th. And this has been a series just dictated by 2-out timely hitting for Bowie. They lead the Eastern League with an .856 OPS with 2 outs. And of the 32 runs scored, make it now 33 runs with Gunnar Henderson's home run earlier today. 24 of them have been with 2 outs, including Henderson's homer. Here's Cody Roberts. First pitch misses high, and the count starts out at 1-0. Roberts struck out swinging in the third. He was the 8th of what's now 14 strikeouts. Espino comes set out of the stretch, fires the next. Slider called for strike on the outer edge. It's 1-1. Roberts on the season, 3 for 6 with runners in scoring position. He's driven in 3 runs, struck out twice, has not drawn a walk. Next pitch. Swinging a flare out toward left field. A leap from the shortstop is too short. Rounding third and coming home. Escobedo fires it home. It's on time, and the tag is not applied. Oh my gosh! Harris deked it again! That's going to lead to an argument from Ruglis Odor, but Dylan Harris, after deking out the throw home 2 nights ago in Bowie's walk-off winner, he does it again tonight to score on a shallow single to left from Cody Roberts and give Bowie the 2-1 advantage.
I'll tell you, that throw beat him by 15 feet. So the catcher in Naylor didn't just have the ball. I mean, he was just waiting to tag him, and Harris made a spectacular dive for the plate. But Akron, they're a little bit befuddled as to how the inning is not over.
I'm more surprised Roberts didn't go to second base. He's still at first, and with 2 outs, there wouldn't have been anything stopping him from taking the extra bag. Here's Maverick Handley. First pitch, bounce right back to Espino. He picks it and underhands to first. The first put out in the field today ends the 5th inning. The Baysox take the lead again, though. A 2-out double by Dylan Harris and an RBI single by Cody Roberts as we go to the 6th here at Prince George's Stadium. The Baysox lead 2-1. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed lays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
It's not baseball season without fireworks, and you can always count on the biggest and best at Prince George's Stadium. There's no better way to cap off a fun evening at the ballpark than a spectacular fireworks show. And the Baysox have got you covered this season with 16 different shows to choose from. So get your tickets now at Baysox.com. There's plenty to catch in the month of May with fireworks every home Saturday. Hope to see you there.
Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
Action at Prince George's Stadium as we move to the 6th inning. The Baysox are just sneaking ahead in every way possible as they lead 2-1. Antonio Velez back to work, and we give it back to Adam for the next couple of innings.
Yeah, how about that? Finding a way, right, Matt? Here's Velez, a Baysox starter into the 6th inning, a first time this year, delivers, and a fading breaking ball down low, check swing, and Schneemann went too far upon appeal, strike 1. So this is 9-1-2 in the Akron order. The wind and the pitch, swing and a miss, and a fastball up in air. I'll tell you, Velez has had a remarkable performance as well because of his pitch efficiency. And he's thrown 38 pitches through 5 innings. The pitch, got a fastball up high, ball 1. He's averaging basically 2 pitches, or I should say 7.5 pitches per inning. That's it. A wind to the 1-2 to Schneemann. And a breaking ball down and away, and I can't believe it. But, Matt, we're about to see a 5-pitch at bat here at least. Working the count has not been part of the vernacular tonight. 2-2 coming. And a breaking ball line, but foul up the first base line. And it's 2-2. Now, Matt told me between innings the all-time record against the Baysox in strikeouts in a game is 14. Well, check that, 15. And right now, Espino's got 14 tonight's starters. There's a fly ball near the line and right. Haskin hitting over. It's deep, and it's off the base of the wall. Haskin will play it in towards second. Schneemann hustling in with a foot-first slide. Is in with a lead-off double. And it is a third consecutive inning that Akron has an extra base hit to lead off an inning. They stranded, or they saw, I should say, a lead-off double thrown out in Valera at the plate to end the fourth. Naylor led off the fifth with a triple and later scored. Now here's Jose Tena, 2-1 Bowie, runner in second, nobody out in the sixth. Velez has labored a bit late in his starts. He throws. And a check swing and a breaking ball down and away, and he went too far, strike one. In Antonio's last start, he was working with a 6-1 lead in the fifth inning on a snowy day in Binghamton, New York. Not the perfect weather conditions for a youngster from Miami. As there's a fastball strike in the outside corner, and they count 0-2. But he was on the hook for 4 runs in the fifth inning of that game, and Binghamton ended up coming back to win it 9-6, the final. That count 0-2 to Tena. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, got him swinging. He thrown the slow curveball, and that's a big strikeout. The third strikeout of the night for Velez, and there's one retired. Nobody warning in the Baysox bullpen. This is now a third time to the order for Velez. As here's George Valera, 1 for 2 with a double tonight, as he lined it over the head of Watson in center. Schneemann has his lead off second as Velez sets to the belt. And the Bowie left-hander throws. And a fastball strike in the outside corner. And the count is 0-1. He had allowed 5 runs in 8 2/3 innings entering today. And 4 of them came in that fifth inning in Binghamton. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. It is an extended corner today, no doubt about it. And the count is 0-2. As the ball got free from the warm-up tosses from the right-hander in the Akron bullpen, Manuel Alvarez is getting loose for the Ducks. Both these teams are saying, please, can we get some relievers in this game? As it's 0-2, here it comes. And a breaking ball just grazed foul right in back of the plate. And we'll do it again, no balls and 2 strikes. Here to Valera. Valera's got 5 hits in this series. We are in the 5th game of it, and he leads Akron. Had 3 hits on Tuesday night, did Valera. As here's the pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt. It bounced in front of the plate. It bounced beyond Roberts and up to third on the wild pitch, Schneemann. And there Roberts needed to get down on the ground and try to block that baseball. It was a breaking ball that bounced in front of the plate. He tried to pick it cleanly with a mitt. He never got his knees down on the ground into a blocking posture, and the ball just kind of cascaded beyond him. By no means an easy pitch to block. But he tried to get it with his glove, and now the infield's in as Akron looks to tie it. Counts 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive to right center. Over Watson. It's down a base hit. Schneemann will jog home to score. Watson on one hop was able to glove it. He gets it in towards second quickly. But it's an RBI single for George Valera. And this ballgame is tied at 2 apiece. And Matt, the Ducks today have answered Bowie's runs scoring both times.
Well, it was bound to happen for both sides. The two teams went a combined 0 for 12 with runners in scoring position yesterday. It was all predicated by the home run and then the error at the end of the game. So something was bound to give.
As Brian Rocchio batting now and taking a breaking ball down low for ball one. Brian Rocchio's nickname is one that nobody has ever even once thought to give me. The Professor. He's got that kind of mind on the field. There's a line shot down the left field line. It's fair. Under the 309 side, it kicks over to Harris, who plays it in quickly. He throws towards third, where the lead runner will stay put there in Valera. And Rocchio with a ringing double down the left field line. And Akron's in business here. The Bowie bullpen is going to get up and get stirring here. And Baysox pitching coach in Josh Conway is going to come out to talk things over as the Ducks have runners at second and third. And there's only one man down, and the cleanup hitter in Will Brennan is striding to the plate here. Well, Baysox fans, a reminder that we still got a game left here in this homestand. And tomorrow it'll be Zach Peak on the hill. Peak looking for his first win of the year in his third start. And Peak will be on the hill for the Baysox at 1:05 is the start time. Weather's supposed to be beautiful. Get your tickets right now at Baysox.com. Another Sunday family fun day here at Prince George's Stadium. Now the infield is in. Brennan is another left-handed hitter. A career 285 hitter. Holds the bat high as Velez delivers. And it's off speed and across. A strike near the outside. It's 0-1. Now they started stirring in the Baysox bullpen, but even with Conway's visit, it was... there's nobody up and throwing. Velez is not near his pitch count total. As a breaking ball's hit in the air towards shallow center. It's Watson going back, though, just a bit. He'll make the catch. This should be deep enough. The throw's coming to third. Here's a tag, and he is saved. And home to score, Valera. Akron has their first lead of the game as they're on top 3-2. Boy, with Rocchio tagging, that was a dangerous tag. Because if Watson throws him out, there was a chance that tag could have been applied previous to the runner in Valera coming through the plate. And if that had been the case, the inning would have been over without a run having scored. But instead, 2 runs are in, 3-2 Akron leads. Runners at third in Rocchio, and here's the left-handed hitting Naylor who jumped on a first pitch his last time up in triple pitch. And he takes in the dirt. A nice block that time by Baysox catcher Cody Roberts. And they count 1-0. And now a left-hander is up to start throwing in the Baysox bullpen. And it is none other than Easton Lucas. 3-2 Akron leading. They played a pull here pitch. And a breaking ball off the outside, ball 2. Gunnar Henderson's right up the middle, just a few paces from being directly in back of the second base bag and really pulled around near the first base side of the right side of the infield is second baseman in Ortiz. 2-0 coming, and a fastball missing away, ball 3. I don't think we've seen a 3-ball no strike count in the game. This has been the longest inning for either pitcher as far as pitches thrown as Velez delivers. And Miller takes a strike, middle in, about thigh high with a fastball, and the count is 3-1. Naylor is 2 for 13 in the series. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball driven, but driven foul down the line to right. He is hoping to join his brother, Josh Naylor, who hit a home run today at Yankee Stadium with Cleveland on the Major League roster soon. You think of the Orioles more as the organization of brothers, right? Cal Ripken and Billy Ripken. But the Nailers want to do something like that in Cleveland. Pitch. Swinging a fly ball, well hit left center. Back into a straight. Watson, long run, still going at the wall, and it's gone. Naylor is hit it opposite field. 2-run homer out to left center, and he's extended upon the Akron lead. They're on top 5-2. My goodness. Boy, you feel for Velez, don't you, Matt? Because it's another start, a second in a row where a sparkling performance late in it sees a big inning befell him. 4 runs are in, and all of a sudden a 3-run Ducks lead as a first pitch to Marcus Gonzalez is down low with a fastball, ball 1. Now, first time working into the 6th inning this year. He throws, and a ball lifted to the air, deep down the line and right, towards that short corner. Haskin over, it falls, and it falls fair. And it bounces out of play over the diagonal chain link fence there, right in front of the Baysox clubhouse area, and that is, in a way, a seeing eye fly ball double. And it is the 4th Akron extra base hit of the inning. And it will be the end of the night for Velez, as the Baysox manager here in Kyle Moore is going to come out and make the move right now. So they're going to go get the lefty Velez. They'll bring in the left-hander Lucas right after this. A big inning for Akron. 5-2, the Ducks lead it on the Baysox Baseball Network.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox. Open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Pitch and change here at Prince George's Stadium as the Baysox suddenly find themselves trailing by 3. Antonio Velez had worked so cleanly and efficiently over the first 5 innings, only needing 38 pitches, but he just couldn't dance around the trouble here in the 6th. He finishes with 5 2/3, 9 hits and 5 runs all earned. He struck out 3 rather, didn't walk anyone, and did give up a home run. That 5 runs could jump to 6, depending on what happens here, as the runner at second belongs to him. Easton Lucas is the new pitcher on the mound. To tell you more about him, hand it off to Adam.
Well, thank you, Matt. So what a tough inning for the Baysox here, but Lucas, making his 3rd appearance, will come on and try to settle things back down. The former Cape Cod League All-Star, pitcher at Pepperdine. We're seeing the Miami Marlins duo. Velez was drafted by the Marlins, so was Easton Lucas. He has worked twice prior. Here's Mike Caprice, lefty-lefty matchup, runner at second, 2 down, 5-2 Akron leading. And a late swing and a high fastball as Priest comes up empty, and they count 0-1. So Lucas allowed a run in 2 innings of work on April 8th against Richmond at home. He struck out 5 of the 9 batters he faced. He delivers, and it's off the outside. Fastball, ball 2, or check that, ball 1. Count 1-1. And then he threw a scoreless 1-2-3 inning. And what was now 9 days ago in Binghamton. So it's been a while. Lucas has got to dust off the cobwebs here. 1-1 coming. Breaking ball striking the inside. And the count is 1-2. Now Lucas was drafted by the Marlins, traded to the Orioles for Jonathan VR, the big league infielder. Worked exclusively in the bullpen last year with High A Aberdeen. As now the 1-2. off the outside, a fastball, and the count is 2-2. Was a big strikeout pitcher last year, 50 strikeouts in 38 and 2/3 innings. He made 27 overall appearances in the shortened 21 season. 2-2 coming. Up and in. Oh, a hit Preece on the hand, and he is in discomfort. The fastball that rode up and in at 90 miles an hour. And let's hope that Micah Preece is going to be all right here. Douglas Odor, the great Akron manager, has come down to get to him very quickly. And joining him, of course, is Jacob Lincoln, the athletic trainer, almost immediately out there. And let's hope Preece is going to be all right. Akron now runners at first and second. And they'll have a ninth batter of the inning to the plate. The left-handed batting, Julian Escobedo will bat here. As the Baysox are trying to stay in the game, the reality of this, as Preece is going to go down to first, and he's okay, thankfully, is that there's an Akron right-hander continually warming in the pen. Now, almost certainly the electric righty in Espino's day is done. And if you're trailing by 3, trying to beat Espino, that is a tough thing to do. But, boy, Bowie, the bats have been outstanding. And they'll get some cracks against the Ducks bullpen. As there's a cold strike with a fastball. Here to Escobedo. So big to try to minimize the damage here, with Akron on top now by 3, looking for their first win of the series. A 1, and a breaking ball lifted in the air on the infield. Shortstop Henderson backpedaling into the outfield grass, making the catch, and with it the inning is over. But Akron, in the end, they get 4 runs in the frame, aided by 4 extra base hits. Of their 5 overall, we go to the last of inning 6. The Ducks leading Bowie 5-2 on the Baysox Baseball Network.
A birthday bash with the Baysox is the best time at the ballpark. Bring your friends and family out to celebrate and be the star of the show. Dance on the dugout with Louie, play games in the stadium, introduce a batter in the game, and you'll even get to have the stadium sing for you. Baysox birthday parties, an unforgettable, one-of-a-kind experience at Prince George's Stadium. Book yours by calling 301-464-4880 or at baysox.com.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Are you interested in beginning or expanding on a career in the pipe fitting, pipe welding, or HVAC service industry? Are you interested in a career path that will set you up for life without experiencing any college debt? If you are interested in these things and you live in the D.C. area, the Steamfitters UA Local 602 Apprenticeship Program is the best choice for you. For more information about our apprenticeship program and how to apply, please visit steamfitters-602.org. That's steamfitters-602.org.
So it's a 5-2 Akron lead, a big rally for the Ducks, a 4-run top of the 6th inning, and now the Baysox have work to do, but thankfully it will not be against the right-hander in Daniel Espino, who tied a season high for any pitcher in minor league baseball this year with 14 strikeouts in 5 innings, 14 of the 15 outs he recorded were via the K. Remarkable. 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. No walks and 14 Ks. And now the right-hander, Manuel Alvarez, is in for the Ducks. And Alvarez will face the top of the Bowie order, Haskin, Westberg, and Henderson. Third baseman Schneemann is even with the grass well in. As here's the pitch to Haskin, and a breaking ball cuts across the plate. The slider for strike 1. This is the 5th outing for Alvarez, and it hasn't been pretty. He's allowed 11 runs, 10 of which earned in 3 2/3 innings. As Haskin lifts a high pop fly, shallow left, shortstop's out Tena, but the left fielder takes over Escobedo. And Escobedo will make the catch for the first out of the 6th. Oh, Espino did. I mean, look, it was a strong start. There's no doubt about it. 2 runs allowed in 5 innings, but my goodness, the story is 14 strikeouts. Bowie hit 1 ball fair that was an out, and it was hit to Espino himself. He really didn't need any other fielders. Pitch and a fastball in there at the knees, and the count is 0-1. Makes you think about Satchel Paige in those old barnstorming games. He'd walk the bases loaded, send all the fielders but the catcher in, and strike the side out as the pitch is off the inside, and the count is 1-1. And of course, Satchel Paige, check this out, was a part of the last Cleveland World Series winning team. The pitch and a swing and a miss. Westberg fooled by a breaking ball there, and the count 1-2. Yes, they almost did it 6 years ago against the Cubbies in a dramatic Game 7. But the last time Cleveland won it all was 1948, as a breaking ball cuts but didn't cut enough. It's up and in, and it's 2-2. How about that? Satchel Paige was in his, I believe he was in his mid-40s on that team. 2-2 coming. Did he hit him? He nearly did on a breaking ball again, well in. Westberg bolting away, 3-2 the count. Well, Westberg had 2 hits on Tuesday night, both of them doubles. 5-2 Akron leading, 1 down, bottom of the 6th inning. Alvarez set to the belt, and now Westberg is going to be given first base on a pitch clock violation. How about that? Well, that's one way to get a rally going. So it is a BB, a walk, on a PC of the pitch clock. And now Gunnar Henderson will come to the plate. You got to wonder if the pitch clock will soon be in the major league game. It's almost like New Year's Eve on every pitch. As a fastball's down and in, the count is 1-0. You can sit in the crowd and have your Dick Clark moment, right? 10, 9, 8, here we go. It's now a 1-0 pitch to Henderson, and he takes a fastball down low, and they count 2 balls and no strikes. Once in a game here in Bowie, Kevin Gosman was making a rehab start for the Baysox. There were runners at first and second and 2 down in a 3-2 pitch. As here it comes, and it's off the outside, ball 3. And Gosman, who did not even know there was a pitch clock, got a pitch clock violation to load the bases, which led to a 3-minute delay of arguing. Here's the pitch, and it's off the outside, ball 4. Gary Kendall, the longtime Bowie manager, was saying to the umpire, "Are you really going to do this right now to a major league rehabber?" They did, and I wonder if Kevin Gosman will be very good if the pitch clock comes to the major leagues down the road. As Henderson has walked 2 walks in a row here. And now Andrew Dashbach is a big-time power bat representing the tying run. It has been a back-and-forth affair here. Bowie led 1-0 and led 2-1. Akron coming back twice. Their 4-run 6th-inning rally has given them a 5-2 lead here. But Dashbach could tie it in the blink of an eye. Alvarez throws, and a fastball misses up high at 97 miles an hour. So another hard-throwing right-hander here on the count 1-0. Here's the next one. Yeah, there's a slow ground ball towards third. Schneemann charging, gloving on the grass, throwing to first, and digging it out, please. A nice play by the Akron first baseman for the second out. Schneemann had no play, even though they had a force at the bag at third because of where he had to glove that ball coming in on it on the infield grass. And his throw was down, and it was a close play at first. Ashbach was out. But that's one of those plays where if that ball goes skidding by Prees, this is a different ball game. One run scores for sure, and the Baysox are in business for a big inning. Now they've got runners at second and third, 2 down. Still a big opportunity here. Here's Watson. And now the pitch. And a breaking ball strike one. Talking about Kevin Gosman, Zach Watson went to the same college as Gosman, LSU. Gosman just signing a 5-year, $110 million contract with Toronto. As a breaking ball is up high and the count 1-1. I was thinking back, it might be the third largest contract ever for a former Baysox. Jason Worth a long time ago with the Nats, and Manny Machado with the Padres more. As a fastball strike with the knees, count 1-2. I don't know if Jake Arrieta ever had a contract above that $110 million mark. But Gosman, who was most recently with the Giants, now with his 4th major league team. Boy, how time flies. Pitch, and it's off the outside, a fastball, ball 2. Current Orioles broadcaster and great pitcher. He was just before the Baysox era. Ben McDonald, also an LSU great. As the count 2-2 to Watson. And he swings and lines one. Oh, a leaping crab. Schneemann leaping up to his backhand side, robbing Watson and saving 2 runs. Wow. Oh my, that is a big what-if moment for Bowie. It would have been a 5-4 ball game, but a spectacular grab ends this 6th inning. On to the 7th, 5-2 Akron. On the Baysox Baseball Network.
Nitro Circus is back with an all-new tour coming to Prince George's Stadium on Sunday, June 5th. Fueled by new athletes, new tricks, and the craziest contraptions, the Good, Bad, and Rad Tour presented by A-Shock marries the sketchy, scary, and cringe-worthy dangers of big air action sports to the hilarious comedy of Nitro's lunatic daredevils who risk their lives to send it. Bowie, it's going down at Prince George's Stadium on Sunday, June 5th. Tickets as low as $35 are on sale now at Baysox.com.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the D.C. area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
It's the largest Bark in the Park event of the year on Sunday, April 24th, as the Baysox play Akron. Not only do you get to bring your furry friend to the ballpark, you can enjoy interactive exhibits and vendors from the local community. And if you've been thinking about getting a dog, you can find a new best friend at an adoption event during the game. Tickets available now for Bark in the Park on Sunday, April 24th at 301-464-4865 and online at Baysox.com.
The man that just made that incredible leaping catch, Daniel Schneemann, will now come to the plate here. 5-2 Akron leading top of the 7th. It would be a 5-4 game if he didn't make that remarkable grab. As the left-hander Lucas delivers, and it's off speed, lifted foul, straight back out of play. And the count is 0-1. A 4-run 6th inning Akron rally has the Ducks in front. Once again by this 5-2 score. As Lucas throws, and a breaking ball gets away from a miss. Good curveball, and the count is 0-2. Final line on Velez as here comes, and this one's in the dirt, down and away. 5 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs all earned. He did not walk a batter and struck out 3. As time called, on the field of play, 1-2 the count. Standing tall on the hill, the left-hander Lucas, the wind and the pitch. And a fastball misses away, ball 2. There was a very interesting article 5 days ago in the Baltimore Sun speaking to a change with the Orioles. There's a fastball in there, a called strike 3 on the outer half of the plate. And Schneemann is arguing, but there's one retired. First strikeout for Lucas. And here's Jose Tena. It is written by the new Oriole writer, I believe, or one of the new writers on the Sun beat, Andy Koska, how a subtle change in the way Orioles catchers set up has pitchers pumping strikes. As there's strike 1 to Jose Tena. You know, pitchers previously were always setting up near the corners, or catchers, that is, as there's a foul out of play. It's nothing to it. So what I mean by that is early in the count, a catcher sets up near the outside corner, throw it here. You don't want to throw the ball right down the middle of the plate, do you? There's now the 0-2 pitch coming, and it's off speed and away, ball 1. But if you watch Oriole games, their catchers are setting up almost right down the middle very often. 1-2 pitch coming. Breaking ball, hit softly near the line of third. Gloving Westberg, quickly throwing on 1 foot, and it's not in time. As Tena beats it out. Boy, Westberg, I think he did the only thing he could to try to make a play there, which is get rid of it immediately. But he couldn't get much on that throw. It's an infield base hit for Tena. And now the hot-hitting Valera, 2 for 3 today, will stand in. A runner at first, 1 down, 5-2 Akron in the 7th. As Lucas, the tall lefty, delivers. And there's the curveball bending down, ball 1. How a catcher shows the pitch to an umpire is not as important in this new day and age of data. There's a look to first and diving back is the runner at Tena, meaning, you know, umpires are more locked into kind of the fact that they're going to be judged more so on what the trackman says is a strike. Now, not how a pitch is presented to them. As a fastball is a little bit low, and the count is now 2-0 to Valera. And with that, the Orioles are seeing that by presenting a target from a catcher in the middle of the plate more often, the pitcher's going to throw more strikes. You're going to get ahead in the count. Runner goes, breaking ball down, throw to second, and it's not in time. And Tena gets the stolen base. And for Tena, it is his second steal, and this is 13th game. What a subtle nuance in the game of baseball, but all of a sudden the Orioles with a new left field wall at Camden Yards, playing much more favorably to pitchers. 3-0 coming. Swing and a chop ball foul. Wide of first. And with this new look as far as how their catchers are setting up for the pitchers, even though the Orioles' ace, John Means, announced today is out for the year, they are in the top 5 or 10 in all of baseball in ERA. Here's the pitch, and it's riding up and in a fastball, and that's ball 4. The Valera is on, and now runners at first and second with 1 down, and here is Rocchio. A lot of times as a pitcher you think, you know, I got to hit the mitt right on it to get a strike call. The strike 3 to Schneemann was a good example of how it's changing a little bit in baseball, meaning that Lucas threw that fastball. Roberts was not set up away. He reached across the plate and caught it. The pitch was over the plate. Schneemann was upset because the catcher had to range for it. Here's the pitch. And a fastball is away. Ball 1 to Rocchio. But they got the call. And you're seeing that more and more in today's game. And if you're a longtime baseball viewer, it can kind of get you at times. Meaning you're like, was that really a strike? 1-0. And it's up and away. They're going to throw behind the runner at first. Oh, they got him. What a play by Roberts. They backpick Valera. It's a third Akron out in the game on the bases. That's a big, big mistake. With a 2-ball, no strike count now. A runner is at second and 2 down. And it was beautiful timing in coming in behind him by Dashbach as well. Boy, that's a big, big out for Bowie. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss and a fastball. And the count is 2-1. 91 miles an hour. And he threw it right by him. Yeah, you give up another run or two here, and you're just about out of the game. And the Baysox trying to stay in the hunt here, down 5-2 in the 7th. Big lead for Tana off second. Breaking ball hit sharply. Backhanding beautifully. Henderson to his feet, a throw, and Dashbach can't dig it out. And around to score is Tana. It's 6-2 Akron. He just kept running. Oh, Henderson made a remarkable play on a shot to his backhand side. He picked it beautifully, came to his feet, had time, made the throw to first, but it was low, and Dashbach could not dig it out. And it's going to be a throwing error. And the run is in now, Brennan batting, and Akron's got a 4-run lead. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball off the outside, ball 1. And for Bowie, this remarkable series in which they have won the first 4 games. I mean, Akron is always one of the top teams in this Eastern League. They came into the series with a winning record. There's a fastball down, runner for second throw, and out at second is Rocchio. Henderson applies the tag. Roberts' arm accounts for 2 of the 3 outs of the inning. And we go to stretch time here in Bowie. And the Baysox have work to do. Our score, Akron 6 and Bowie 2. On the Baysox Baseball Network.
Get your gear and memorabilia from your favorite Baysox players and future stars of the Baltimore Orioles at the Tackle Box Team Store. Jerseys, hats, autographed bats and balls, all at great prices. Located right at the main gate at Prince George's Stadium and online at BaysoxShop.com, the Tackle Box is the only place to get the best Baysox gear for you and your favorite fan. It's the Tackle Box at Prince George's Stadium and at BaysoxShop.com.
On the Green Incorporated is your lawn care team, providing professional, organic-based lawn care programs for residential and commercial lawns. Our lawn care programs provide ballpark quality results. Each service is custom-tailored with guaranteed results for even the toughest lawns. On the Green also offers outdoor pest control services. Mosquitoes, ants, ticks, and more. Safely and effectively control insects and enjoy the outdoors this summer with On the Green Incorporated. Go to onthegreeninc.com.
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
So we welcome you back to Prince George's Stadium. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And our score is 6-2. Akron in front. Now the Ducks have a new pitcher into the game. The right-hander Nick Gallagher from North Liberty, Iowa. He went to Iowa. He is in the 3rd Akron pitcher of the night, after Alvarez worked a scoreless inning, but he did walk 2 batters. And boy, what did we play in the game? Schneemann making that leaping catch at third base. And we may have some other changes in the field for Akron. Douglas Odor talking to the home plate umpire, Jen Powell. And Joey Ortiz will come to the plate. I do want to speak for a moment about Powell, our home plate umpire today, as we have a new player, maybe in right field. Or is it the first baseman? We'll have to check. We'll get you that here shortly. Well, if you have been a listener to Baysox games over the years, you know I've been doing this a long time. I have called more than 2,000 games, and never has the home plate umpire been a female. As here's Joey Ortiz, as Gallagher sets, and the pitch up and inside, ball one here to Ortiz. So it is really a great moment here to be calling a game where our home plate umpire is a female. It really is a great accomplishment for Jen Powell to have risen to this level as a fastball is up and in, ball two. 6-2 Akron leads here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Akron looking for their first win in what is the fifth game of this series. As Gallagher's ready and delivers. And it's a strike on the inside, and the count is now 2-1. So Gallagher is on here. This is his fifth outing of the year. He's allowed 6 runs, all earned, in 5 2/3 innings. He's walked 5 batters. The 2-1, breaking ball, big hook just off the inside. And they count 3 balls and a strike. Ortiz has struck out twice today, but almost every Baysox can say that. As now the 3-1. Swinging a ball driven towards right center. Brennan is over, but it's down. One hop into the wall in the alley. Ortiz around first second with a leadoff double. That's just what the doctor ordered for Bowie right there. Akron in this game, they have had 3 innings start with an extra base hit. But the Baysox do it for a first time here. And now Dylan Harris, who every day cements himself more so in as a Baysox legend, stands in. I mean, what an opening week at the AA level for this guy, huh? Unbelievable pitch. And it's off the outside, a fastball, ball one. Harris began the year in extended spring training, so he did not report to any of the 4 full season affiliates. And he has had an incredible start at Bowie as a fastball's up and in, and the count is 2-0. And he has done a little bit of it all. I mean, he has had 2 incredible slides at home plate. He's hit the cover off the baseball, and he made a throw for the ages tonight as he takes off the outside, ball 3. Harris in a scoreless game here tonight in the 4th inning, a fly ball down the line, and he makes the catch running towards the line and somehow was able to get his back foot down and fire without a hop to the plate as he takes a strike thigh high over the middle, a cutting off-speed pitch. Now they count 3-1. And that was just an incredible defensive play. Here's the pitch, and it's another little cutting slider strike, and the count is full 3-2. So Bowie down 4 runs here in the 7th. A runner at second and nobody out. They need the big inning to try to come back late here. Pitch, swinging the ball, lifted to the air to straightaway center. Brennan doesn't have to move. He'll make a catch. And bluffing a tag to third. Ortiz will stay put. And Harris retired. And 1 down, and here is his collegiate teammate at the University of North Carolina in Cody Roberts. Now Roberts brought home the last Bowie run with a base hit just over the leaping shortstop in Tana. And Harris came around and made that incredible elusive slide, even though the throw beat him by a mile. And Naylor couldn't get the tag down. And it gave Bowie a 2-1 lead. As a fastball is up high, ball 1 here to Roberts. But since then, Akron have now scored 5 runs in a row. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, cued foul. It's going to let him spin on it. It's coming back towards fair territory and hustling over at the final moment, Gallagher, to pick it up when it was still foul. And that almost looked like a trick shot in pool, right? I mean, you kind of send it to one side and it comes back towards fair territory. And if that got fair, everybody was going to be safe. So Gallagher had to get on his horse to get to it to keep it foul. And they count 1-1. Daniel Espino in his 32nd career start, looking for his first Double-A win and only his 4th career win, with an incredible effort tonight, the starter for Akron. As a slider stays up high, and the count is 2-1 to Roberts. The runner at second, Ortiz. They are playing Roberts to pull first baseman Breeze well off the bag. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball hit high in the air. Deep down the line in left field. Escobedo back towards the corner. It's out of here! The Baysox are right back in it. They've cut the lead in half with a 2-run homer off the bat of Cody Roberts. It's his first of the year, and it's brought Bowie within 6-4. Boy, it's just what the doctor ordered for the Baysox. And you know, the tenure of a game, the tenor that is, can really change when a new pitcher comes in, right? A game that can be a low-scoring pitcher's duel can change. Now the Baysox getting to the Akron bullpen. They nearly scored in the 6th. Now they do in the 7th. As here's a swing and a driven ball, deep right center. Brennan is back, and he'll make the catch on the warning track. As Maverick Hanley just gave that ball a ride, and he's retired for the 2nd out of the inning. Well, boy, the Baysox are getting good swings off of this right-hander in Gallagher, and they're within 6-4. And you know the way that Bowie has swung the bat this year, that they never feel out of a game. The Baysox, even though they've played one less game than the majority of teams in the Eastern League, into tonight, there's 78 runs scored, again, most in the league. As here's Hudson Haskin. And the pitch. And a fastball up high, ball 1. The Haskin, hitless in 3 trips today, does not have a hit now, including tonight in 3 straight games. Pitch inside with a breaking ball. He kind of stepped away from the plate there as it darted away from him, but down and in. And the count is 2-0 to Haskin. Still, he's got 5 hits and 7 driven in the series. 2-0 coming. Swing and a line shot base hit into left field. He was all over that fastball, and all of a sudden, Akron is beginning to warm up a left-hander in the pen. That once 4-run lead is looking a bit tenuous here. And the Ducks are going to bring out the pitching coach to talk things over, as Owen Dew is making the walk out to the hill. And once again, Akron is getting a left-hander warm in the pen. It's Jordan Westberg at the plate. And Westberg, talk about power, is tied for the team lead with 4 home runs in the year. Only 2 players in the Eastern League have more than 4 home runs this season. Sean Roby, who we saw in the opening weekend for Richmond, leads the circuit with 6. What an inning. As the crowd, a good crowd in Bowie, comes to life here. A 2 down in the 7th. A 2-run Cody Roberts homer has made it a 2-run game. 6-4 Akron leads. Haskin, a threat to run, is off the bag at first. Gallagher sets, and now he throws. And a fastball up high, ball 1. As a pitcher, if you're missing consistently in a spot, you'd rather be missing low than high, right? It means the strikes you're throwing are also probably elevated. As now the 1-0, a turn and a look to first. Even in this renewed era of the high fastball, if you throw every pitch belt high, you're going to be watching them fly a long ways away rather quickly. And right now it feels that way for Gallagher. As the 1-0 Westberg, swing and a miss. He chased a breaking ball as it dove off the outside. And they count 1-1. No activity in the Baysox bullpen. So Easton Lucas, who has worked the last inning and a third, will be back out there in the 8th. The 1-1 coming. And a fastball strike in the outside corner. It's 1-2. The Westbrook takes a moment, does not leave the batter's box. And now taps the plate once as he awaits. Haskin will take his lead. The 1-2 coming. Breaking ball and fouled on a line to the screen. Boy, that hung up a little bit. It was maybe thigh high on the inside part of the plate. And Westberg had a big cut at it. He had a good look at that pitch. That's not where you want to throw a slider. That count 1-2, especially ahead of the count. As Gallagher delivers. Swinging a lifted pop fly out of play right side. The slider that time was right near the outside corner. And the count remains at a ball and 2 strikes here. All of a sudden, it just feels like Westberg is getting a better look at these pitches. As Haskin leads, offers. From the stretch, here comes the 1-2. And it's a cold strike 3. They got him with a fastball. And with it, the inning is over. But a Cody Roberts 2-run homer has brought the Baysox within 2. We go to the 8th inning. Akron 6, Bowie 4. On the Baysox Baseball Network.
Baysox Youth Baseball Camps are back in 2022, and registration is open now. 3 sessions this summer led by Orioles Hall of Famer and former Rookie of the Year Al Bumbry, along with former Baysox outfielder Stephen Bumbry. Kids will take part in in-depth on-field instruction and go head-to-head in camp-wide games at Prince George's Stadium. All campers get a free Baysox hat and a ticket to a Baysox game of their choice. Space is limited, so head to BaysoxShop.com and reserve your spot at a Baysox Youth Baseball Camp today.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
If you own or operate a building or facility, or if you're a general contractor that is located or operates in the D.C. area, there is no doubt that it is important for you to have the best trained and most qualified people working for you. Members of Steamfitters UA Local 602 provide the highest level of HVAC, mechanical, and specialty piping services to the various customers we serve. For more information about the services we provide and for a list of companies you can hire, please visit steamfitters-602.org.
In the night, this burgeoning Bowie offense getting a 2-run home run from Cody Roberts. It's 6-4 Akron. We head to the 8th. Easton Lucas back to the hill. He's worked an inning and a third already. And now back to the mic. Here's Matt Sabates.
Well, thank you, Adam. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Rubber Ducks in this frame, starting with Will Brennan, who's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. He's also flown into a double play. First pitch home is a swinging, bouncing ball right side, and the count opens up at 0-1. You know, I was talking with Easton a little bit yesterday. I mentioned during yesterday's broadcast that there was a national reporter out doing a story on the pitch clock, talking a little bit with some minor leaguers, and Bowie was one of the closest teams to him, so he chose the Baysox. The 0-1, swinging a flare into center field, falls in for a base hit, a couple of bounces in front of Zach Watson, and he corrals it. But a leadoff single for Will Brennan, his first hit of the day, 4th this series, and the Rubber Ducks' leading man in average is aboard to open the 8th. And as I was talking with Lucas, I just went in quickly to see if he had been interested in joining in on the group interviews that were going about. And he said something that I didn't even realize until that point. Oh, I hadn't pitched in the pitch clock yet. This is his first time. Here's the first pitch to the next batter, Bo Naylor. Misses inside a breaking ball, and the count starts out at 1-0. Naylor is the 2 easier legs away from the cycle, but at the way this game is scored, it would be tough for him to get there. He's got a triple and a home run. Next pitch called a strike. A fastball hits middle, and the count evens at 1. Naylor tripled and scored in the 5th, 2-run home run in the 6th. It's 6-4 Akron here in the top of the 8th inning. 11 hits for the Ducks, 6 for Bowie. The Baysox have the only error of the game. Runner at first, nobody out. The 1-1 misses away, and the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. So it is understandable for Lucas to have to step in at this point. Why there could be an issue here or there, nothing too serious, but he is going up against batters that have at this point settled into the timing of the pitch clock for 6 games. Here's the 2-1. Up and in. Changeup misses there, and the count goes to 3 balls and a strike on Bo Naylor. Meanwhile, for Lucas, he's using this pitch clock for the first time. And while his previous 2 outings for Bowie this season, while they both went well, they weren't enforced with the pitch clock. The 3-1 popped up foul, third base side. This one will get out of play and run the count full as it touches down at the top level of the lower bowl here at Prince George's Stadium. Such a good turnout here for a trio of events. Fireworks, per usual on Saturdays here at the ballpark, and then, of course, the halfway to Halloween celebration and the Wizards and Wands night. Plenty of on-field activities for that. So the count full here on Bo Naylor. He's 2 for 5 with full counts this season, a 14.25 OPS. As they toss a pickoff back to first, and it comes up empty. He's walked 3 times, only struck out once on full count offerings. Wind pushing out a bit to left field here. As Lucas delivers the payoff, it's swung on and crushed up the right field line, but pulling and just going foul as that one clears well past the Baysox clubhouse. A screecher, 102 miles an hour off the bat, but pulled just too far from Bo Naylor as the count holds. So again, it is a little understandable that Lucas is having some issue adjusting to the timing for now. But this is his first outing with the new pitch clock enforcement. And a brief pause called. At this point, I'm too hesitant myself to say whether it's a time call or not, because sometimes when the home plate umpire will step out behind, they could be issuing an auto ball or an auto strike call. So I've got to hold my tongue for a beat. Here's the 3-2. Bouncing ball fouled off right side. And the count holds here on Bo Naylor, who continues to stay alive. That was the 7th pitch of the plate appearance with a pickoff throw mixed in. Baysox trailing 6-4. This has been a game of 2 halves, no doubt about it. Started with a stellar pitching duel between each of the 2 starters. But the story was Daniel Espino, top Guardians pitching prospect. The payoff pitch as the runner goes, it's high for ball 4. The throw down to second is in time, but it doesn't matter. It was ball 4. Fans had gotten excited for a brief moment, thinking that Cody Roberts had accumulated his second caught stealing, but it doesn't materialize, and the first 2 batters reach safely here in the 8th inning. Roberts does have a lot of zip behind that arm, too. We've seen it a lot today. He had the back pick and the caught stealing on consecutive plate appearances. Here's Marcos Gonzalez, a 1-for-3 day, first pitch. Fastball called for strike, a bit wide on the outside edge. We haven't seen too many of those called for strikes today. 1-0 to start. First and second, nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. A 6-4 Akron lead. Pitch home. Misses away, the breaking ball from Lucas. And the count goes to 2-0. The game started in one of the most dominant ways you will probably ever see from Daniel Espino. 11 up and 11 down to start, all of them strikeouts. Next pitch, called a strike. Breaking ball on the wide outside corner. Looks to be a left-hander warming. I believe that's Jake Mednick. Would be his second appearance of this series. If that is him, has to turn his back real quick. But the count 1-2 here from Easton Lucas. The pitch home, fouled off, right side, count remains. The more insane thing about Espino's strikeouts is that they weren't really too impacted by the strike zone. It was a very run-of-the-mill strike zone today, too, called by Jen Powell. But only 2 of those first 11 strikeouts were backwards. The other 9 were swinging. That tells you how good his slider is. The 1-2 pitch. In there, strike 3. Got him with a fastball right down Broadway, and Gonzalez wasn't expecting it. Second strikeout for Easton Lucas. Both of them have been backwards. Only the 5th overall for Baysox pitching this evening. Here's Jonathan Engelman with runners at first and second and 1 away in the 8th. First pitch to Engelman is fouled off right side. And the count starts out at 0-1. Again, Engelman replaced Prees back in the 7th inning. He stepped in at first base, and it was a straight switch as Prees was hit by a pitch on his hand in the 6th. 0-1 pitch, misses high. And the count evens at 1. So Engelman enters today only batting .037 on the year, a 145 OPS. That's the OPS. He's come in as a pinch hitter twice. This isn't a pinch hitting opportunity, but he's 0 for 2 in those chances. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, chasing on a curveball down, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Obviously, the other big news across baseball today, while I think Daniel Espino's performance might be the story of the day in the minors, the story of the day in the majors was that of Miguel Cabrera. An outstanding milestone for the Venezuelan as the 1-2 comes in, and it's swung on and missed for strike 3. Got him with a fastball away, and Lucas strikes out back-to-back batters after allowing the first 2 to reach. 2 away here in the 8th inning. Third strikeout for Lucas, 6th overall for Baysox pitching. Cabrera collecting his 3,000th hit on a single at Comerica Park earlier today, joining a number of very exclusive clubs in the annals of Major League Baseball's history. Quick step off for Easton Lucas. Only 7 players now with Cabrera joining, accumulating 3,000 hits and 500 home runs. Albert Pujols is the only other active one. Here's the first pitch to Julian Escobedo. Nearly gets him. That one up on his armpit like some deodorant, and the count starts out at 1-0. Escobedo 0 for 3. He bunted into a ground out, a sacrifice in the 3rd. So technically 0 for 2. Struck out swinging in the 5th, and then popped out to the shortstop in the 6th. Here's the next pitch. Swinging a foul, back to the screen. Count evens at 1. Jason Stark put together an excellent list of some of the exclusive lists that Cabrera is now a part of. And he stands alone in a very exclusive club. 3,000 hits, 500 home runs, and a triple crown. It's such a rarity. And of course, Cabrera is, if I'm not mistaken, the only one to do it this century. Lefty on lefty here with a 1-1 count on Escobedo. First and second, 2 away. Pitch home is swung on and missed. Plenty of waves from that curveball for Easton Lucas, and the count goes to 1-2. It's a 4-pitch offering for Lucas. He likes to mix the slider and the curveball plenty. He also has a fastball and a change. Lefty comes set, looks for his 3rd consecutive K. The pitch home is down and away. Went with the slider that time, and the count goes even. Lucas looks back, runner at second. That's Brennan. The 2-2 is just down and in. Barely missed the corner. That one looked close, but it did tail down quickly, and it runs the count full. So runners at first and second will get a jump start. As Lucas sets, there they go. The pitch home is fouled off. Back behind home and out of play. Just off the ridge of the second deck and down to the lower level. There's a scramble for it. Who's got it? Who's got it? A fan in a Harry Potter robe. There you go. Lucas retrieves a new ball, and he'll climb the hill for another payoff offering here to Julian Escobedo. His next pitch will be the 7th of the plate appearance. Runners go again. The 3-2 is knuckled in on the hands over towards second. A slow roller picked by Ortiz, sent to first in time, and the side is retired. What a recovery by Easton Lucas. Single and a walk to open the frame. Strikeout, ground out to end it with no runs across. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, Baysox trail 6-4. You're listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball.
From bug bites to burns, fevers to flu, and bruises to broken bones, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
Pest Now is proud to partner with the Bowie Baysox and provide their pest control services. For all your residential and commercial pest control needs, call Pest Now. For general pest control, termite control, mosquito control, and all other pest control services, call Pest Now. You can reach us at 301-231-8300 or visit us online at www.pestnow.com.
The best way to take in a Baysox game is with a group outing at Prince George's Stadium. Everything from entertaining clients to birthday parties and even fundraising opportunities for your team, the Baysox offer plenty of options for your group at unbeatable rates with plenty of options on suites, seats, and decks around the ballpark. Your group can eat their fill and have an unforgettable time. Find out more and schedule your group outing by calling 301-464-4880 or going to baysox.com.
We go to the bottom of the 8th here at Prince George's Stadium. The Baysox still trailing 6-4, but they have inched a bit closer, and the Rubber Ducks are making a pitching change. Jake Mednick comes out of the bullpen, the third reliever for the Ducks today. Nick Gallagher's day is done. He tossed one full inning in relief, gave up 3 hits and 2 runs, both earned. Struck out 1, walked none, and a 2-run home run from Cody Roberts was the only damage there. Makes way for Jake Mednick. Mednick comes into today. An 0-1 record. He took the loss the other day. It was, if I'm not mistaken, the extra inning walk-off. If I go back properly, it was. He came in the 10th inning and allowed the tie-breaking runner placed at second to score on a sacrifice fly hit by Adam Hall. He'll face 3, 4, and 5 due up here in the bottom of the 8th inning, starting with Gunnar Henderson. Henderson, a 1-for-2 day, a solo home run to right field in the 4th inning. He walked his last time up in the 6th. Lefty on righty from Mendick, first pitch. Henderson smokes it into center field, falling quickly, but a sliding grab from Will Brennan. 109 miles an hour off the bat from Henderson. He has been ripping the ball, but still right in the glove of Brennan.
And, you know, both his home runs the last 2 nights, Matt, first pitch swinging. That was another great job by Henderson. What a swing on a first pitch fastball there.
He's really just reading the zone well, finding the good pieces in the scouting report to just go after the first pitch and get a good piece of hitting. First pitch to Andrew Dashbach misses away, and the count starts out at 1-0. Mednick, again, making just his second appearance, added to the roster earlier in this series. He's a 5'11", 190-pound, 25-year-old lefty. Next pitch to Dashbach is a swinging strike. Count evens at 1. He's from Coral Springs, Florida, and was picked by the Guardians in the 20th round of the 2018 draft from Florida Atlantic, same school as current teammate Kyle Marmon. They were both picked in the 18 draft. The 1-1, high swinging strike that time. Dashbach chasing on the up fastball, and the count 1-2. A little bit of intrigue over down in St. Petersburg tonight. Tampa Bay and Boston have combined for 2 hits as they go to the bottom of the ninth, and Tampa Bay has both of them, if you can catch my drift. Next pitch is a curveball called for strike 3, and Dashbach is down, has some parting words for the home plate umpire, looks over his shoulder once, but once he's outside of the batting circle, he has nothing more to say. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch to the right-hander Watson is a swinging strike. Changeup misses down and away. Count opens up at 0-1. Watson 0 for 3 on the day. He lined out hard to third. Ended what looked to be a brewing Bowie rally in that 6th inning when they had runners at second and third, and 2 outs. Next pitch called a strike. Fastball in, and the count 0-2. Bases empty, 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Baysox ahead 6-4. Check that, Akron ahead 6-4. I'm so used to Bowie being ahead that it caught me off guard. Mednick winds and deals the 0-2. Watson watches a hanging curve, missed just up and away on the corner, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Watson, including today's numbers, only 2 for 13 in this series, 194 average overall. Outfield playing relatively deep, as does the infield, a little bit to pull as Watson drills it high but shallow to the left side. Schneemann called off by the shortstop Tana, and in foul ground, Tana pulls it in. So a 3-up, 3-down 8th inning. Down go the Baysox, and as we move to the 9th, Bowie trails 6-4. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Sunday, May 22nd, it's a fiesta at Prince George's Stadium. For the first time this season, the Baysox will transform into El Congrejos Fantasmas de Chesapeake and face off against Los Perros Calientes de Akron as part of minor league baseball's Copa de la Diversión. It'll be a Latin fiesta celebration all afternoon around the ballpark, all presented by Chesapeake Employers Insurance. Get your tickets today at 301-464-4865 and online at baysox.com.
There is a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Baseball Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience full of family-friendly activities and priceless moments. Make your plans today for July 22nd through 25th for the induction of Bud Fowler, Gil Hodges, Jim Cott, Minnie Minoso, Tony Oliva, Buck O'Neill, and David Ortiz as the class of 2022. Visit baseballhall.org today for the
Baseball is a game of specialists. Base stealers, closers, cleanup hitters. Together, they help their team stand out from the rest. Specialists also help set Chesapeake Employers Insurance apart from other workers' compensation insurance companies. Our health services team includes orthopedic surgeons, nurse case managers, a physical therapist, and more, all to get your employee back to work, contain costs, and keep premiums down. That's teamwork. To learn more, connect with your agent or visit Chesapeake Employers at CEIWC.com.
Here at Prince George's Stadium, another pitching change for the Baysox as Morgan McSweeney makes his first appearance of the series. Easton Lucas will call it a day. It was a good one. 2 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 unearned run. He struck out 3 batters and walked 2, didn't give up a home run. He's not taking a decision in today's game. The pitcher of record is still Antonio Velez as the Baysox trail 6-4 here in the top of the 9th. McSweeney, a little bit about him, a 6'4", 210-pound right-hander, drafted in the 17th round of the 2019 draft, went to Wake Forest. In his 3 appearances with Bowie this year, he's tossed 5 1/3 innings, given up 4 earned, struck out 7, walked 1. First pitch to the number 9 batter, Daniel Schneemann, misses up and away, a fastball. As the next pitch to Schneemann is set to come, here it is. Fastball misses up and away. The count quickly 2-0. It's a 1 for 3 day for Daniel Schneemann. He doubled and scored in the 6th inning. That was against Lucas. Now check that. He was the leadoff batter in that frame against Velez, so that run was Velez. Here's the 2-0. down and in. Count goes to 3-0, and that was the only inning that Akron sent all 9 to the plate. Every other inning, most they could manage is 5, and that was last inning. They got 5 up to bat, a couple of leadoff base runners, then 2 straight strikeouts and a ground out. Next pitch to Schneemann misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk to open up the 9th inning for Morgan McSweeney. Again, he had only walked 1 batter coming into today.
I'll tell you this, though, when you look back at this game, 5-2 ball game, runners at second and third, 2 down in the 6th, and Zach Watson had that line drive shot that Schneemann made a leaping grab upon it. It's undoubtedly one of the plays of the game.
Back to the top of the lineup in Jose Tena. First pitch is a swinging strike, just a piece. Either way, it's a middle fastball, and the count opens up at 0-1 on the shortstop, who's 1 for 4 on the day with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. He was the unearned run charged to Easton Lucas in the 7th. The 0-1 on its way. Inside, off the glove of Roberts, runner advances. He's rounding second, thought about going to third, but after getting about a third of the way toward the extra bag, he stops and goes back to second. Pass ball. Ball has been very mobile today from both sides, pitcher and catcher. Has allowed a couple of advancements, and Akron has been mobile on the base paths. Here's the 1-1. Called a strike. Fastball upper outside corner of the zone, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes on Tena. Tena only 2 for 10 this year, make it 3 for 11 with his single today in his plate appearances after the 6th inning. But Akron's made a big late charge in this one as they lead 6-4. The 1-2 popped up foul, third base side and out. Count stays. But the Ducks have been mixing and matching their lineup a lot in this series. Tena really has been one of the mainstays. He's been atop of the lineup for all but one game, and that's when Julian Escobedo led off in the 3-2 10-inning winner for the Baysox 2 nights ago. Here's another 1-2. Late swing, pushed up the line at third, but foul. Little flare, touches down just a handful of feet in front of the bullpen for Akron, and the count holds still at a ball and 2 strikes on Jose Tena. This next offering will be the 6th of the plate appearance. And that little piece of history that I was alluding to in St. Petersburg will not happen. They went to extra innings, and the Rays lost their no-hitter. 1-2 the count on Tena. They had used 6 pitchers during that game. That would have been incredible. But it doesn't happen. Another 1-2. This one lined up the third base side again, and it'll touch down fair to the corner, scoring a run. Rounding third and coming home easily is Schneemann. On to second with a stand-up double for Tena, his 2nd of the year. 7-4 ball game for Akron here in the 9th inning.
Really great piece of hitting by Tena because McSweeney's got a live fastball. His fastball's been 94, 95 miles an hour today. He elevated that, trying to rise it in the zone, and Tena should have very quick bat to lash it the other way.
So first 2 reaching here against McSweeney before an out recorded in the 9th. George Valera steps in, and the first pitch popped up on the infield, third base side. Westberg doesn't call for it. It's Henderson that does. And it's the shortstop to bring it down. Westberg looked like he was camped, but Henderson made the louder call, and now there's 1 out here in the 9th. So if the Baysox want to walk it off for the 3rd consecutive night, they'll start with the bottom of their lineup. At this point, they'll need to score at least 3 to tie. Depending on how this inning goes, it could go even further than that. McSweeney trying to stop that from happening. Here's Brian Orocchio. Switch hitter bats lefty, and the first pitch is called a strike on the outer edge. 0-1 to start.
Still, there really haven't been many games, Matt, in which the Baysox have been out of them this year, have there?
There have not. Bowie has only played 3 games decided by 1 run, and 2 of them have been in the last 2 nights. Here's the 0-1. Bounce to first, but foul. And the count 0-2.
I mean, frankly, it's a sign of a good team, right? You either win big, win close, or lose close. You almost never lose big, and it's one of the reasons why the Baysox have had such a great start to this season, and especially this week.
Runner at second, one away here in the top of the ninth inning. Already a run across for Akron as they lead by 3. McSweeney looks back the runner and delivers the 0-2. It's swung on and missed for strike 3. Pumped the heater high and away, and Orocchio goes chasing. First strikeout for Morgan McSweeney, 7th overall for Baysox pitching. And there's 2 away here in the top of the ninth inning.
Yeah, was able to lift that one up a little bit higher there, Matt. I think that's the pitch he was trying to execute against Tana. That Tana was able to line the other way down the line and left for the RBI double.
Now here's Will Brennan. He's had an interesting day at the plate. A sacrifice fly to drive in a run. He flew into a double play. Singled his last time up, got to second, and was left stranded. First pitch misses up, and the count opens up at 1-0. Brennan was a little slow to get back into the batter's box. He rushed back in when he realized his seconds were expiring, but it doesn't matter because Morgan McSweeney steps off the rubber briefly. Should reset the pitch clock. And McSweeney delivers. That one fouled off, and the count goes even at 1. So at the very least, because I just noticed something that happened here, when McSweeney stepped off and stepped back on, the pitch clock did not reset. The home plate umpire signaled that it should reset. It still did not, but they didn't stop play for it. They just let things continue as McSweeney had already come set and was ready to deliver. So the players are still moving at their own pace. They've just quickened it. The 1-1 line over to the left side and down for a base hit. Go sign put on as Tano rounds third. The throw comes home, but it's cut off. Westberg jumped up to cut that off, and I'm not sure why. We already had a star-studded play in left field from Dylan Harris throwing out a runner at home, and he had, at the very least, what seemed like it could have been a good opportunity to get Tana in this situation, but Westberg cut the throw off with a leaping stop.
Yeah, and it went off the top of his mitt and rolled away, so still able to get into second there, Will Brennan, but obviously you're in a play where an extra run almost puts you out of the game, so you really needed to take a shot at throwing the guy out of the plate there.
So the run scores, making it 8-4, a 2-run ninth, and in steps Bo Naylor. First pitch, grounded to first, backing up on it, Dashbach. He picks an underhands to McSweeney covering and gets it there to end the inning, but Akron puts a couple of more on the board, making it a larger task for Bowie to try and walk it off for the 3rd consecutive night. We go to the bottom of the ninth here at Prince George's Stadium. The Baysox need 4 to tie and 5 to win. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Get the best deals at Prince George's Stadium with weekly promotions all season. Tuesdays are Military Appreciation Night. Purchase a box seat at the ticket office with a proof of service and you'll only pay half price. Bring along your furry friend on Woof Wednesday, and it's the best happy hour around every Thursday from 5 to 6:30. $2 Bud and Bud Light drafts with other beer specials throughout the year, and live music to get your night started. It's always a great time at the ballpark, so get your tickets now at Baysox.com.
Sky Shooter Displays by ZY Pyrotechnics will be lighting up the sky with top-of-the-line fireworks shows following Baysox games all season long. We will give you the best bang for your buck. Sky Shooter Displays include traditional shows, true pyro musicals, custom choreographed plays, and much more. The night sky is truly limitless, so don't be shy. Give ZY a try. Find out more by calling us at 570-328-1361 or visit us online, zypyrotechnics.com.
Most people don't know what a steam fitter is. More importantly, what we do and how much it impacts you. Just take a moment to think about what your world would look like if you didn't have the ability to generate electricity, to have heating or air conditioning, microchip production, internet service, web-based storage, cellular service, and frozen or refrigerated produce. Could you imagine? And these are just some of the things that we impact. Please visit steamfitters-602.org and let's talk about how we can bring value to you.
Bottom of the ninth inning here at Prince George's Stadium, an 8-4 ball game. Baysox trying to walk it off for the 3rd consecutive night, but for the first time of these 3, they have a pretty tall order in front of them, because you go back 2 nights and the game was tied at 2. Game went to extra innings, and the Baysox were able to score the tie-breaking runner in the home half of the frame. And then last night, it was tied at 1 going into the bottom of the ninth. the Baysox were able to utilize a walk, a single, and an error in left field to walk off that one. This one a much different one, though, as Akron has scored all of their runs after the 4th inning, including 7 of their 8 runs after the 5th. Here in the bottom of the 9th, the Baysox will have the bottom of their lineup due up to try and start the first rally. Joey Ortiz, Dylan Harris, and Cody Roberts, the 3 to face Jake Mednick. First pitch. Ortiz watches a called strike, rung up on a changeup inside, and it's 0-1 to open. Ortiz doubled and scored in the 7th inning. He was on the 2-run home run by Cody Roberts in the frame. The last runs for Bowie in this game so far. Here's the 0-1. Fastball misses high, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. This was a game initially told through its pitching and then through its offense from both sides. Daniel Espino, top pitching prospect in the Guardians organization, shining. The 1-1, bounced to the left side, a base hit. Sneaks through the gap at third, and Ortiz has his second hit of the day. Picked by Escobedo and sent back to the infield as Ortiz singles to open the frame, just like he doubled to open the 7th inning. So off to a good start there as Ortiz picks up his 3rd multi-hit game of the season. Now here's Dylan Harris. Harris has already collected 2 multi-hit games this year. If he could knock one, it'd be 3 if he does something in this at-bat. First pitch. He watches it high, a fastball. 1-0 to start. Harris doubled in the 5th inning, scored in that frame. Next pitch, misses away. And the count goes to 2-0. Mednick out for his 2nd inning of work, retired the side in the 8th on a line out, a strikeout looking, and a pop-out. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Called a strike. Breaking ball hits the upper inside corner, and the count goes to 2-1. Very short lead off of first base for Joey Ortiz. With a lefty on the mound, you can't risk it. 2-1, called a strike. 90-mile-an-hour fastball, outer edge. Count evens. Mednick has that hard lean in and just dangles his throwing arm while holding ball in glove. He comes set now and fires the 2-2. Up and in, that curveball nearly hit him. Oh, goodness. Count fills. Harris had to duck out of the way on that one. Unfortunately, if he was any taller, it probably gets him. But Harris only stands at 5'9", and what he might not have in height, he makes up for in muscle. As it sets up a payoff, the pitch home is served into left center field and deep. Carrying on it, Brennan. He squares it up and watches it go! Dylan Harris says goodbye! His second Double-A home run is a 2-run shot here in the bottom of the 9th inning. 100 miles an hour off the bat for Harris, 384 feet away from home plate, his 3rd multi-hit game in his 4th Double-A game, and what a rocket start it's been for Dylan Harris after coming up from the complex just a few days ago.
And you just can't count the Baysox out, can you, Matt?
Cody Roberts will try to keep the rally going as Bowie now just trails 8-6. Roberts had a 2-run home run in the 7th, his first of the year. He watches fastball high, and the count opens at 1-0. That's the problem, though, that those 2 runs in the 9th really hurt. Because if they didn't cross against Morgan McSweeney, this would be a tie game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 2 huge runs pushed across by the Ducks.
Here's the 1-0. Roberts watches curve, hit the upper outside corner for a called strike. Count evens. It's a 2-for-3 day for Cody Roberts as well. Just his 2nd multi-hit game of the season. But top to bottom, every batter in the Baysox lineup can put barrel on ball. 1-1. Fouled off right side. Pitch was in on the hands just a tad, and the count goes to 1-2 on Roberts.
You know, it's really a great point because for the Baysox today, 5 of their 6 RBIs in this game have come from hitters 6 through 9 in the order, and that's enormous to be able to get that kind of productivity all across the lineup.
Of their 8 hits today, 5 have been of the extra base variety. As the 1-2 comes in, fouled off right side from Roberts. The count holds. Maverick Handley's on deck. The bases are empty with nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Bowie trying to walk it off for the 3rd consecutive night, as they've already plated 2 here in the frame. And if they could get it done, it would be the sweetest of the 3. A right-hander is up and tossing in the bullpen for Akron. The 1-2 is fouled off just a piece. Roberts stays alive. Looks to be Yerson Ramirez throwing for the Ducks.
He had 21 saves last year between low A and high A.
It'd be his 5th appearance this season. He has not had a save opportunity yet this year. This is technically not a save opportunity for Mednick because he came in, well, it should be because he came in when it was a 2-run lead. It ballooned to 4, but now it's back to 2. The 1-2 misses away, and the count goes even at 2 on Roberts. Ramirez did appear earlier in this series. We can talk more about his numbers if he gets into this game. Bowie looking to make that happen because that would mean they've chased the current pitcher. As the 1-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. Mednick bounces back and strikes out Roberts. 2nd strikeout for Jake Mednick today. 17th overall for Akron pitching. 2nd game this series that they've struck out 17 Baysox. Now here's Maverick Handley. Bases empty, now 1 out.
And Handley's hit for power here we've seen in this series, but boy, you hope to see a patient at bat. Got to find a way to get on base. The big boys are awaiting.
Lefty on righty, first pitch. Handley watches up and away. 1-0 to start against left-handers this year. Coming into this game, Handley was 0 for 2. Corner infielders play a bit in. The 1-0. Ripped foul, third base side. Little hop step there from manager Kyle Moore in the third base coaching box. That one kicked up a good cloud of dirt as it skipped across the foul line. 1-1 the count here on Handley. That one was 104 miles an hour off the bat. Just a bit too early on it. The 1-1 from Mednick. Breaking ball breaks too much away, and the count goes to 2-1. Mednick already up to 28 pitches after that offering. And again, he's throwing for the 2nd time in 3 nights. Next pitch, swinging a slow bouncer this time to 3rd. Backing up on it, Schneemann picks on a couple of bounces and gets it across the diamond in time. Easy throw there for Schneemann, and there's now 2 gone as the lineup loops back around to the top for Hudson Haskin. The numbers bear repeating that the Baysox have done a lot of their damage this season with 2 outs. They've scored 2 of their 6 runs today with 2 outs. And about 60% of their runs in this series with 2 outs. Here's Haskin. Broke that long 0 for 12 stretch with a single back in the 7th inning. First pitch. Breaking ball misses high. It's 1-0 to get it started. It was an incredible pitching performance from both sides to open. Antonio Velez opened with 5 blanks on only 38 pitches. Here's the 1-0. Called a strike, bottom half of the zone, and the count evens at 1. But one-upping Velez, while he did give up a run over 4 innings, Daniel Espino struck out 12 to start and 14 overall over 5 innings of 2-run ball. Here's the 1-1. Curveball called for strike middle, and the Baysox are down to their final strike. And a brief moment call as Mednick steps off to wipe his brow. Haskin is batting over 500 after the 6th inning in games this season with 2 of his home runs. The 1-2 pitch inside, nearly hit him. Bo Naylor really slid to his left to make sure that didn't go anywhere. Just in case Haskin took a swing, he would have had an open chance at third base. First base. I was thinking drop third strike, combined the two. Numbers are hard sometimes. I do know the count is 2-2, that much for sure. The pitch home is away for ball 3. So the count fills on Haskin. He doesn't usually get this deep into plate appearances either. This is only the 6th PA for Haskin this season that's reached a full count. Next offering, misses high for ball 4. That's only the 3rd walk drawn by Haskin this season. All of them have come on full counts. And the first given up by Jake Mednick in today's game. It's going to lead to a pitching change.
Yes, but what a time for him when you're down 4 going into a 9th inning. Right now, the big thing you want is to have that at-bat, that chance with a guy coming to the plate representing the tying run. And who would you rather it be for Bowie than Jordan Westberg?
Pitching change here at Prince George's Stadium. We'll tell you about the new hurler on the mound after this. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
Hey kids, the Baysox Futures Club is the best way to be a fan of the Baysox, and it's completely free for kids ages 3 through 12. Futures Club members get access to special members-only events, discount ticket offers, and free gifts for just signing up. Parents, head over to Baysox.com to sign up your kids, so don't miss out on all the promotions and giveaways at Prince George's Stadium this season and next. The Baysox Futures Club. Sign up now at Baysox.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
Big opportunity here for Bowie in the bottom of the 9th inning. They've already scored twice, and with 2 outs, an 8-6 ball game and an Akron pitching change. Jake Mednick's day is done. He's taking a no decision, but he could add 1 more run to his ledger. He tossed an inning and 2/3 of ball, gave up 2 hits, and at the moment 2 runs. It could go to 3, as the runner at first belongs to him. He struck out 2, walked 1, and gave up a home run. It was a 2-run shot to Dylan Harris earlier in this game. As Yerson Ramirez steps in, he'll face off with Jordan Westberg with runner at first and 2 outs. Ramirez is a 6'1", 210-pound, 23-year-old right-hander from Sabana Grande de Boya in the Dominican Republic. Signed as an international free agent in 2017. 5th appearance this season, a 1-1 record, a 4.50 ERA. 5 strikeouts to 2 walks on the year, his 2nd appearance of the series. And time called behind home plate by the catcher. Right-hander Ramirez comes set. Fires the first to Jordan Westberg. It misses high, a breaking ball. 1-0 to start. Ramirez last pitched in the Baysox first walk-off winner 2 nights ago. He came in for the 7th inning and pitched a scoreless frame with a walk and a strikeout. Here's the 1-0. Slider doesn't break enough, just misses a bit inside, and the count goes to 2-0. Ramirez has just a 3-pitch offering. 4-seam fastball, then the slider and the sinker. Against the first batter out of the pen this season, he's allowed 2 base hits in his 4 appearances. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Chased that slider that time did Westberg, and the count goes to 2-1. Westberg, after the 6th inning in his games this season, has gone 4 for 13. You can call it 4 for 14 with his strikeout back in the 7th inning today, but he does have 2 home runs and 5 runs driven in. Here's the 2-1. Popped up. First base side, riding the line in foul territory. Engelman sees it finally and brings it down to end the game. So the Baysox threaten. They bring the tying run to home after they were entering the ninth down 4, but they just couldn't get it done for a third night in a row. What a game it was, though. A very thrilling one as the Baysox see their 4-game winning streak come to an end. Your final score tonight, 8-6. Akron defeats Bowie. As we step aside, when we come back, we'll get you Baysox postgame. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
It takes time to get rich, flavorful coffee beans from the lush mountain regions of Colombia and Brazil to Royal Farms. But less than a minute to get yourself a delicious hot cup of the finest and freshest coffee in the world. Because Royal Farms' new Swiss-made coffee machines grind those rich, flavorful coffee beans and brew them one magnificent cup at a time. It's why Royal Farms makes the freshest and best coffee in the world. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Fielder's Choice Flex Packs with the Bowie Baysox. The best value to see the best games at Prince George's Stadium. You could save up to 30% on your selected seat from day one and enjoy a number of exclusive member benefits, including flexible exchange options, discounts on suite rentals, special access to the Diamond View restaurant, and a free members collectible at your first home game of the year. Get your pack now by calling 301-464-4865 or heading online to baysox.com.
At DCA Imaging Systems, we provide a tenured team of office technology professionals ready to be your trusted advisors. From document creation, output devices, scanning and workflow, to document security and storage, we understand people print, not printers. Give DCA Imaging a call, 301-577-1021, or find out more about how we can help you. DCAimaging.com. DCA Imaging Systems, office technology made easy.
It's now time for the Bowie Baysox post-game show. Let's head back to the ballpark with Matt Savanas.
Well, a tough one tonight at Prince George's Stadium as the Baysox fall to Akron 8-6. But it was a fun game overall. As we get ready to recap the game that was, we'll go back in time to 6:34 when first pitch sailed home from Antonio Velez. And it was the makings of a pitcher's duel out of the gate. Velez retired the first 6 batters of the day, but so did Daniel Espino. The difference with Espino was the Baysox just couldn't make contact at all. Espino struck out the first 3, then the first 6, then the first 9, and then the first 11 of the game. An astonishing start against the Baysox bats. Meanwhile, Velez still kept things scoreless. He allowed a leadoff single in the 3rd. Mike Capriz got all the way to third base but was left stranded. And then a leadoff double in the 4th. George Valera advanced to third on a flyout and then tried to score on what could have been a sacrifice fly to left, but an incredible throw from Dylan Harris, sniping the runner Valera at home for the outfield assist. That kept the game scoreless into the bottom of the 4th when the Baysox broke through the incredible Daniel Espino when Gunnar Henderson went yard for the second night in a row. A rocket shot, 108 miles an hour off the bat to right center field for his second AA home run and his second in as many nights. The Rubber Ducks would tie it, though, in the top of the 5th inning after Bo Naylor led off with a triple against Velez. Mike Capriz would follow up with a single to score Naylor, but Priest was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. Bowie would not let the tie game sit for too long. In the bottom of the 5th inning, after a couple of more strikeouts, Dylan Harris doubled to right field. He's been on such an incredible tear. And then Cody Roberts singled to left to score Harris from second. That would eventually knock Espino out of the game. He did work a quick ground out, but that would be it. And what an astonishing performance it was. Whoever you are, when you watch a game like that, you have to just be astonished at what you physically saw transpire in front of you. Espino striking out 14 batters in 5 innings for a new career high. And then as things progressed, the Baysox started to run into trouble. Antonio Velez gave up a leadoff double to Daniel Schneemann in the 5th inning. Then an RBI single after Schneemann advanced to third on a wild pitch. A double from Brian Orocchio to put runners at second and third. A sacrifice fly by Will Brendan to score 1 run. A 2-run home run by Bo Naylor to make it a 5-run inning. Check that, 4-run inning. And then an automatic double by Marcos Gonzalez that bounced over the wall would knock Velez out of the game after 5 2/3 innings of 9-hit, 5-run ball. Easton Lucas would come in, finish out the inning scoreless, but then Lucas would run into his own problem in the 7th. After a 1-out single by Jose Tena, he would steal second base and then score on an error by the shortstop Gunnar Henderson with 2 outs. Fortunately, Cody Roberts was there to back things up defensively. He was in charge of 2 outs in that frame, a pickoff to first, and then a caught stealing at second base. Lucas would toss one more inning of scoreless ball in the 8th before handing it off to Morgan McSweeney. The Baysox would inch closer in the 7th inning when it was 6-2. They got a double from Joey Ortiz to open the frame, and then a 2-run home run by Cody Roberts to make it 6-4. And then in the 9th inning, when Morgan McSweeney took over, the Ducks snuck a couple of runs across. Schneeman led off with a walk. Jose Tena doubled him home, and then he scored on a 2-out single by Will Brennan to make it 8-4. And that would prove to be the nail for Bowie, because they would score a couple of runs in the 9th. A massive 2-run home run by Dylan Harris to left center field made it an 8-6 ball game. But the Baysox, while they could get the tying run to the plate, they couldn't do anything else with it as Yerson Ramirez came in and grooved a pop-out in foul territory off of Jordan Westberg. So there's your final. Akron scores 8 runs on 13 hits with no errors and 6 men left on base. The Baysox score 6 runs on 8 hits with 1 error and 5 men left on base. Winning pitcher is Daniel Espino. He moves to 1-0 on the season. Antonio Velez is served the loss. He falls to 0-1. Yerson Ramirez picks up the save. It's his first of the year, as the game was played in 2 hours and 42 minutes in front of a paid attendance here at Prince George's Stadium of 3,983. With the win, Akron moves up to 6-8 on the year. Their 4-game losing streak is finally snapped, and they're now 2-6 on the road. With the win, or with the loss, the Baysox, I'm so used to saying with the win for the Baysox. With the loss, the Baysox fall to 8-5. Their 4-game winning streak is snapped, and they fall to 5-3 at Prince George's Stadium. Two sides meet again tomorrow for a 105 first pitch to end the series. Bowie has already won the set, but they could still try to make it a dominant win with the chance tomorrow. But for now, we step aside on Baysox postgame. When we come back, we'll walk you through the rest of the Eastern League, see how the other teams across the system have fared, and look around the Orioles organization as well. More to come here on Baysox postgame. You're listening to Baysox Baseball.
From sprains to stitches, sore throats to stomach aches, and pulled muscles to poison ivy, care is around the corner at Patient First. Walk in to see a doctor from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day of the year. X-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs are on site, and most major insurance plans are accepted. For routine illnesses and injuries, Patient First is here for you. Patient First, the name fits.
Patient First, proud partner of the Bowie Baysox, open 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
It's the largest Bark in the Park event of the year on Sunday, April 24th, as the Baysox play Akron. Not only do you get to bring your furry friend to the ballpark, you can enjoy interactive exhibits and vendors from the local community. And if you've been thinking about getting a dog, you can find a new best friend at an adoption event during the game. Tickets available now for Bark in the Park on Sunday, April 24th at 301-464-4865 and online at baysox.com.
Everyone deserves a great smile, and Rad Orthodontics is here to help you, Bowie Baysox fans. Rad Orthodontics accepts most insurance, and whether it's braces or Invisalign aligners, anyone can get the smile they've always wanted with our flexible payment options. With 2 of the country's leading orthodontists right here in the D.C. area, we love to see Baysox fans smile with confidence. So get that amazing smile you deserve. Visit radsmile.com today and book your free consult. That's radsmile.com for Rad Orthodontics, official smile provider of the Bowie Baysox.
We're back to Baysox postgame here at Prince George's Stadium, getting ready to close up shop after a Baysox loss this evening. Their 4-game winning streak comes to a close at the hands of Akron, 8-6, once again the final. As we take a quick cruise around the rest of the Eastern League, the entire circuit has come to a close. New Hampshire over Altoona today, 9-7, and it was a barn burner early and a slow bleeder late. New Hampshire scored all 9 of their runs before the 4th inning, and Altoona scored 6 of their 7 runs before the 3rd inning. It was a fast one that, like I said, ended slow, but New Hampshire comes away victorious. Somerset continues to roll. They took down Hartford today 7-4. Harrisburg finally lost one. They were on a 5-game winning streak, so the Baysox, fortunately, well, check that, Harrisburg was on a 6-game win streak. The Baysox will not lose any ground in the standings to the Senators as Reading sneaks by with a 4-3 win there. Portland over Binghamton 4-3, and then Richmond in a low-scoring affair with Erie up at UPMC Park in Pennsylvania. 2-1 the final. The Squirrels walk away with it. That's how the Eastern League looks for this evening. Adam, how are the Orioles organization doing?
You know, it's been a little bit of a down night in the system at the low A level. It was Delmarva. Well, they're in the bottom of the 9th inning, but Myrtle Beach is winning 5-1. It's been a tough series for the Shorebirds this week at Purdue Stadium. Aberdeen fell in a tight affair 8-7 to Greensboro tonight on the road. Cesar Prieto, the new Cuban signee in the system, though, middle infield prospect, hit his organization-leading 6th home run of the year in that defeat. And it was a tough night for the former Baysox starter in Zach Lauder, who pitched for Norfolk tonight, as he allowed 6 runs in less than 2 innings. The Tides aren't done for yet, though. They're at home. They trailed Durham 7-5.
So it looks like that's going to do it for us this evening. As Adam said, a bit of a tough day across the Orioles organization, but these things happen. The Baysox can't always cobble together 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 game win streaks. You start a new one tomorrow. So tomorrow we look ahead to the Rubber Ducks and the Baysox will close out this 6-game series with a 1:05 first pitch. Bowie is scheduled to send out Zach Peak to get the game started, while the Ducks will throw out Tanner Burns for his first appearance of the series. Burns without a record of 2.16 ERA. Zach Peak 0-1 with an even 4 ERA. Again, a 1:05 first pitch, which means we go live with the DCA Imaging Systems pregame show at 12:45. For one last time from Prince George's Stadium, the Baysox fall to Akron this evening 8-6. This is Matt Sabata saying we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Bowie Baysox Baseball. We hope you enjoyed today's game and join us next time for another exciting broadcast coming up soon. This has been a presentation of the Bowie Baysox.